Alright, after a little bit of a kerfuffle, let's get this going then. So this is 60 seconds Reatomized. It is our weekly one-shot for today. The stipulation said I had to survive on scavenger mode, but that is over in actually 60 seconds, so I'm assuming the submitter meant survive on apocalypse mode where there's actually a game to play. We have to win with at least an adult and a child and get a survival ending or a good ending. What those look like, I do not know. But we've got 3 hours to figure that out. Timer will start when I have control, as it often does, so let's get that new game going. Yeah, Apocalypse, let's go. We'll play as Ted. Begin. And we have control pretty quickly, so let's just get that timer going whilst Nusper enjoys being bamboozled. Alright, so probably want my family, weapons, supplies, the works. Oh, here's little Timothy or whatnot. So let's, once the timer starts, grab Timmy, grab my beloved wife, shove them both down the poop chute. And all these supplies are right here, so it makes sense to just grab them as well. Down in the shelter you go. Let's grab my very heavy daughter as well. Wait, I just picked up what looks like poison. Is that good? I don't know. I see some anything. I take some anything, although... Take the gun? Sure, I'll take the gun. Probably gonna want more supplies, though. A torch seems good. Okay, there wasn't room for that. Okay, water also seems good. Medicine seems good. Oh dear. What a frantic 60 seconds. Hard to vote in decision. On the one hand, DDR luck. On the other hand, it's a DDR luck hit. Well, isn't that just both in the same hand? Right, what did we end up with? We got a gun with no bullets, which is quite funny. Reasonable amounts of soup and water. Still don't understand what the bottle of poison is there for. Okay, so let's get rolling. I'm on a timer after all. We made it into the shelter, the blast game. It was a close one. We're all here together. Stashed things here because there was no room for them, so we get a gas mask. Our shells are full of cans. We eat from cans, okay. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Barely enough water for everyone. Ration it strictly. Well, surely we can all just enjoy full rations on day one. Not like I can give half rations. Can't go outside right now. Keep spirits up, whole mess, da-da-da-da. Okay, well, let's go. Yeah, Mary Jane needs the exercise out there. I assume there's nothing really to interact with here. Oh, it's bug spray! Ah, wonder if there'll be any bugs down here. Some mornings we feel a bit hopeless. It's only day 2. Nothing going on with Ted. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling the situation. She looks fine. Relatively calm for Dolores? And Timmy's on his best behavior. How wonderful. Well, you know, the children are our future. Well, actually, Mary Jane needs a bit of a diet, so let's cut her back. Give the redheads today, and then maybe the blackheads tomorrow. Got a ration after all. We're all in really good shape. Alright, very good. Let's prep an exploration tomorrow. Don't know how that works. No one is talking, not a word for hours. That sounds amazing. I have no radio to solve our problems. I got you a deck of cards, you useless bums. Jings, you got to eat and you still don't look so good. 2.5 cans of food. 2.5 bottles of water. Empty rifle. Alright. There's nothing here, maybe? Maybe we can hear the neighbors. We're all really tired. Is that because I didn't bring down any bedding? Alright, blackheads get the food today. We need to make a choice for today's expedition. Which one of us is best fit to face the wasteland and survive? What to take outside? And who should go outside? Why can nobody go? I thought the whole point was we're prepping for today, but nobody can go. Yeah, the illusion of choice. It's hard. Why is everybody buggered? It's also sounding a bit radioactive down here. Ted is still tired. Sleepy all the time. Tired. Okay, so everybody's tired because I have no bedding. Interesting. Time to ration supplies. You know what? If everybody's so buggered, everybody have everything. Probably going to starve to death down here. If Timmy goes out right now, he might die. Okay, well, could we please have an expedition for once? Knock, knock. Should we open the door? Yeah, we got bug spray. Okay, did anybody come in? Oh, my wife doesn't look too good. Could we first aid kit you? Everybody's tired. Maybe this is teaching me that you must bring bedding down here. A group of travelers came along. They gave us some water. The hatch was risky. Gave us some awful sickness. We got medicine. Come on, put it to use. Dolores complains that she can't get a good night's sleep. Okay. Falling asleep in his chair. Yeah, okay, great. Take some meds. We have them. I think everyone's going to have to go hungry. Oh, no one can go outside again. Some of us can... Yeah, okay. This is bizarre. I can only assume it's because nobody can sleep. Look, there's a floor here. I could sleep on that floor. You used all the first aid kit, my useless wife. I don't know what I can do about all this tiredness with no bedding. Bang goes our last bit of soup then. Okay, so with no ability to sleep, we can never go outside. Seems a bit of a problem there. We're never huge fans of mushrooms, but we've got them around here. Should we eat them? Of course we should. My daughter seems a bit shell-shocked there. Although, despite the situation, it's impressive how she is holding on to the pounds. Meanwhile, you're all sticks and bones there. Right, those were delicious. They're glowing. It's that plot of that Urban Decay game again. What was that called? Dolores is tired, falling asleep. Oh, Ted and Mary Jane somehow got some rest. Well, all we have is water. Ultimate gamer fuel for the whole family. Oh! Amazing. 2 of them feel excellent. Maybe we can actually go on an expedition tomorrow. We're bored. We're really bored. Play some cards. And maybe play with a gun as well. Infra, that's it. So could we please go outside and scavenge for something? Because otherwise we're going to die. Little Timmy looks pretty good. There are a few things as relaxing as cards, and we only have cards, so Game or 2 doesn't hurt. Well, we have nothing for you, too bad. Amazing. For the first time in the whole run, someone can go outside. Alright, little Tim Tim, seems like it's your time to shine. Take the gas mask. Yeah, go on, Tim Tims. Maybe Mary Jane could do with the exercise. Do we actually play as her? Mary? Mary went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Tired, fine. Timmy's being very brave. He's a redhead. He has to be brave in this cruel world. There's nothing to eat, so too bad. No portable radio to deal with going insane. What's ringing? Where's my daughter? There's one thing we need to do. It's use a radio. But we don't have one. Ted should drink. Will not last much longer without water. Some water would be nice. I know, but we don't have any. We thought phone calls were a thing of the past. A phone booth in our street survived and is ringing. All right, Tim, off you go. My daughter is still not back. I wonder if she's ever coming back. The phone, sigh of relief. Survivors nearby. Information cut short, wrong side. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. It don't look that bad. Okay. We need to give water to our people now. Well, we don't have water. There's a gang of firefighters outside, dressed like them, banging on a door, ordering us to surrender all of our supplies. What do we use to oppose them? How about the padlock? Good luck getting in here if I have locked this place up, eh? Or I could threaten them with a rifle. I mean, how do they plan on setting us on fire? Whatever, lock it up. Getting a lot of achievements here. Well, good job surviving another day without water. I can't go a few hours without water, personally. Where the hell's my daughter? Didn't think that small padlock would stop them, but it turned out to be enough to discourage the unknown attackers. The whole break-in, fair shot, gave up, left, padlock can't be used again. There's not enough food here. Well, can we eat my wife? No. We heard a quiet knock on the door. Suitcase on the doorstep, no one around. Well, of course, it's all ours now. I hope it's full of water. Oh, wait, where'd my son go? Inside the suitcase we found some soup. It expired long ago. Soup doesn't expire. We're not feeling well. We're not accepting gifts. Mary Jane was supposed to be back in a few days. It's been too long. She dead. But I'm dead. And my wife is dead. The lack of water drove Timmy insane. He opened the shelter door and ran away. A good ending for him. Well, yeah, 16 days doesn't sound too bad, right? For a first shot? You perished. Besides, it only took 12 minutes for a run there. That gives us lots of opportunity to do runs and find the win condition. I think we'll do just fine. Let's play as the lassie this time. But it would appear that the radio is probably rather important. So is bedding, assuming bedding is even a thing. That whole nobody is resting for some reason was rather frustrating. Alright, Dolores. What kind of name is Dolores? Let us begin. I probably want that axe. What's that on the... What's that? Is that matches? Alright, come on. That is not the shelter. I think I wasted a bit too much time with that one. Let's restart the scavenge. Yeah, maybe using matches in the enclosed area is not the world's best idea either. What's that on the ground there? Is that a radio? No, it doesn't look like it can be picked up. Bonk. Food and water is good. Come on, my heavy daughter. Come with me if you want to live. Wonder if I can open up the door to the outside. Looks like it might be an idea. You're so slow, by the way. Oh god, are we slow? Oh, bullets. Bullets for the gun. Maybe my hubby doesn't need to live. How the heck's the bedding, or... well, even if there is bedding, I don't know. Oh, hubby is heavy too. Ooh, I don't see that. Whee! I still didn't get a radio, though. Where was the radio? Yeah, see? Soup can be stored for up to 737 years. Look at all that soup. Look at all that lack of water. Alright, we made it into the shelter. There's a padlock here. No gas mask, though. Alright, so... I think we're not eating on day one. We've got to stretch this stuff thin. I've always wanted to throw a party with a huge cake, but it never worked. Promised to eat a great cake. Turned out it was a lie. Oh, okay. 15-year outdated reference. Planning far ahead is a good strategy. Interested, water rationing, everybody's calm, not complaining. Stay well hydrated and well fed. Alright, now let's hope for once people decide to go to sleep instead of staying up watching the flickering lights all night, and we can actually go on an expedition. Nuclear explosion would be enough to take out pretty much any arguments. Naked walls. Yeah, why didn't we decorate this place? Yeah, Portal 1 is old enough to drink, vote, reproduce, and just about everything under the sun. Alright, we stopped arguing. Hooray. Play some checkers then. Time to ration supplies? I don't think so. Okay, people can actually go outside. Maybe instead of sending one of the kids, we send my very reliable hubby, who can take a gun. Wait, he can take a... He can take the gun, but not the ammunition? Whatever, take the gun and maybe scare people. Why can't I send him with ammo for the gun as well? I don't know. Maybe he can threaten somebody. I can assume he takes 4 things since 4 hands. You'd think so, but I couldn't use any of the other hands there. Alright, well, with hubby out there, with a gun and no ammo. Despite dire circumstances and all the trouble we're going through, Timmy's being very brave. Alright, then I guess we don't need to eat or drink, because everybody's nice and calm. We're the most curious visitors today. Galloping horses, pair of rocks. Well, they would want a map, but I don't have a map. Sounds like it's very RNG for the events. Alright. Water, water, water. Time for water. And you know what? You've all been so brave. You can all have some soup as well. My hubby's gonna die out there. Timmy's just been sitting there staring into space. Maybe it would be a good idea to have a little chat with him. Nope. He's clearly a psychopath. Leave him be. That soup looks weird, but it's also a very, very big can. Yelling get better doesn't actually help anyone get better. How weird. No longer any thirst. Okay, if that's the case, then you can hold out with nothing. Mary Jane didn't utter a single word today. It's very odd. Maybe we should find out what's going on with her. Nope. Asking questions will waste precious calories on her meaty thighs, which could serve as emergency rations later. Difficult to get through to Mary Jane, so we decided to leave her be. Everyone is fine, calm. Like the good scout he is, Timmy's making the best of the situation. He even seems cheerful. Well, This situation seems kind of good to me. Peace and quiet at long last. You know what? We're doing well. Enjoy some extra soup, everybody. We felt like something was staring at us. Okay, well, the hubby's got the rifle and I didn't take the axe. A rat on a very good diet. Oh dear. Well, it's going to be eating one of our kids, I think. Maybe I shouldn't have given both the kids some rations. Didn't seem to have eaten us. We smashed the furry rodent to death with a can. There has to be some water left. Dolores should get it. Jane needs to drink as well. Okay, everybody needs some something to drink. We're never huge fans of mushrooms. Alright, time to eat those mushrooms. Well, I don't have first aid. Eat the mushrooms anyway. Nah. Oh. Is that the sound of hubby coming back with... Yeah! Oh, he doesn't look too good. He's hungry, tired, and sick. I think it's time... Oh, he brought a radio! Alright, might get through this after all. He has safely returned. I don't know about the safely part. Before the expedition could get anywhere, we ran into a group of freaky people dressed like wizards, eager to trade some of their supplies for few items. They purchased a pair of old socks. For a few bottles of water. That's really good. They wanted to sell us their radio. We gave them a bottle cap. Okay, this seems extremely good. Thank you, hubby. Ted is hungry, tired, and sick. Okay, well, I don't have first aid. Maybe he'll get better on his own if I just feed him and water him. Otherwise, nobody else needed anything, right? Nope. Alright, yeah, we'll be fine then. And hey, we could send out one of the kids into the wasteland. Timmy can do it. Timmy can go to the wasteland. Alright, Timmy, you're heading on out for the good of the family. We'll keep him well fed and hydrated for the endeavors. And let's listen to the new radio we just bought for a bottle cap. Oh, come on. Ted brought us back some really good stuff. Even if he's gonna die, let him die in comfort. See, he looks better already. How fortunate we took the radio. We could probably still listen to music. Ted's tummy is rumbling. Something should be done about his sickness. He hasn't recovered his energy. Life is hard for us right now. But we're in a good mood. Nothing's bothering. Everything's fine. Alright, come on, hubby. Surely if I just give him enough food and drink, he'll get better. That's how the human body works. Maybe Timmy should also be fed and watered for his upcoming expedition. Alright, on you go, Tim. Take that gun. It served us really well so far. Yeah, but look at this. I can select only one person. Right-clicking doesn't do anything here. And I only get one hand available. So how in the world do I get to take more items? Some of us are keener to go outside than others. Maybe different people have different keenness for taking items. I don't know. But whatever, Timmy. Take the gun and get out there. There's no ammo for the gun. How's my hubby doing? Oh, he looks fine. Good, even. Still hungry, tired, and sick. Alright, Timmy went outside. Ted's pretty hungry and sick and everything, of course. A few days rest is what he needs. Okay, well, rest then, you Egypt. Yeah, we got plenty of stuff. Eat up, drink up, and enjoy the radio operation. Maybe I shouldn't be pouring so many resources into my dying hubby. Seems to be doing nothing for him. Well, he's not hungry or thirsty anymore, at least. We're able to get a weak signal, government emergency service thing, and the fallout outside is mostly gone. We can travel on the surface now. Well, that's good, because my kid is out there. Ted's not hungry, but he's still tired and coughing. Okay, well, let him be. Nobody needs anything, then fine. We could save rations. And this radio's really coming in handy. We're not big fans of strange smelling shelter. Smell something burning. Oh god. What do we save? Well, the only thing I can save is a radio. What's going to burn? And how was there a fire down here? It's looking a bit grim, though. Retries? We have a timer here rather than a retry counter. We're able to put out a fire. Nothing was damaged. Oh, nice. Ted is tired. He needs more time to recover. And he recovered from his sickness. I knew it, right? Not gonna let my hubby die like that. Force feed him water and soup and suddenly he gets better. Everything is okay with Dolores and Mary Jane is doing a-okay. So nobody needs anything, right? Wonderful. We thought the phone calls were a thing of the past, but the thing down the street is ringing. I need at least one kid and one adult to survive. Send out Dolores? Nah, send out my hubby. If he's better now, surely he can handle anything out there. And he's still doing fine. Excellent. Tired and thirsty. We answer the phone. Relief. Survivors from a nearby... Okay, well, that's what we saw last time, isn't it? Where's water? Water. Water, yes. We've got water galore. We had water galore. And we should keep that portable radio going. Seems like a pretty good win con. You can badmouth the government all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens. We've been paying our taxes regularly. We're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us, except that one time... never mind. Government people are coming. We should keep our eyes and ears open for any sign of them. Saved by the government. Where's my son? Oh, he finally rested. We're doing great then. Poor shell-shocked daughter. Who gives their daughter 2 first names? We've made contact. The military's out there and they're coming for us. We just need to wait patiently. The soldier with a boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. Wait for further instructions. Wait my ass. No longer thirsty, well rested. Where's my son? We opened the bunker door. We let in some fresh radioactive air. There's a small suitcase on the doorstep and a note on it. The neighborhood seemed empty. Should we take a closer look? Of course. Ah, my wee boy! Oh. And I couldn't help but notice loads of soup on the counter. The gun doesn't look like it's in good nick, though. What did you do to the family gun, son? The suitcase had 1 bit of soup. Oh, not bad. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland safe now. Theater means actors, and where you find actors, you can easily run into what? We approached the theater on our tiptoes. Our need supplies were greater than our fear of mime, so we went in to explore. Theater, cafeteria, sorry state, atomic blast, but we get food, and the rifle's just gone. The window stopped nearby parking lots for a vehicle that wasn't... What? Nothing of value, future expeditions more lucky, Ted is hungry, Timmy is sick and tired. Alright, so the lads need to eat and the women are fine. Jake, my sister gave her daughter a double name. Sick in the head. Alright, it was food that you needed, right? Ted is hungry and Timmy is hungry. Timmy's also sick, but I don't have water to just dunk on him, so he's going to have to get better without it. It's awfully quiet outside. Ted is happy to risk his life in the wastes. Oh, looking good, Ted. Out you go. Playing game or two might be a good way to relieve the mood tomorrow. Take our minds off the problems of today and tomorrow. Playing games is good for you. Alright, play some games. I like playing games. There's that little star with an exclamation mark at the bottom right. Maybe I should have clicked on it. Alright. Ted is a little thirsty. Hopefully he's still fine for going out there. We thought playing the silent game would be a good idea. The silence is too annoying. We quickly stopped. Timmy's very hungry. Okay, but didn't I just feed him? I guess that's sickness for you. Ted isn't hungry, but he needs water. So everybody needs food and water. Except for Ted, who doesn't need food. We're going to give it to him anyway, because he's going out on an expedition. With the broken rifle? No, I can't give him broken rifle. Some bug spray might help him, right? Yeah, sure. Go and use that to good avail. What is this thing? Ah, this is our potential win condition. Await further instructions from friendly wastelanders and instructions from the military. I will do my utmost. Alright, good job, hubby. Head on out. Mimes broke the rifle, Timmy. Sure they did. Timmy's getting a bit delirious. I share your pain there. I get very delirious when I'm sick. I get horrible repeating fever dreams where I have to fight Perfect Cell. And he's just too powerful. Right, Ted left. He took the bug spray. Timmy should eat. He needs an extra blanket. Well, I don't have blankets. Get under your sister. Not hungry, not thirsty, so as long as I give food for Tim, he should be okay. And food is one thing we have plenty of, at least. We're closed off in a tiny shelter. Supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. Elderly people are hiding in the ruins of a local retirement home. They must have some supplies, and in our opinion, we need them more. Nonsense. It's the duty of the young to aid the elderly. Plus, they're probably better armed than we are. Ooh, knocking on the door. Robbing innocent people? Absolutely not. We're not savages. We cannot stoop that low. It's important to keep our values even in these troubled times. Let's set a shiny example and leave those poor people alone. Alright, Timmy is dying. Okay, fine. He's not hungry. Maybe if I just keep feeding him, he'll get better, though. Alright, everything seems okay. I got plenty of food, and I want Timmy to be nice and healthy, even if I don't have medicine for him. We were admiring the radioactive landscape. We saw a young woman dressed in a ragged camo clothing. A nasty rifle. She was a hunter tracking a big mutated spider. Oh, well, this is what we brought the ammo for. I love RNG events. Especially ones that I'm prepared for. What's all that coughing and spluttering noise? Oh, Tim coughed up his sickness and now he's good. See, we're taking care of the younger generation, the older generation. We're a model American family. She could have hurt us, but she didn't. That counts for something. We rewarded her with some spare ammo. Guess now we won't be attacked by giant radiated spiders. Yeah, nobody ever gets rest. Maybe there is something like a sleeping bag that we can get. Right, the lasses are thirsty. Tell me something I don't know. I don't need to feed anybody, right? Yeah, the food's holding out quite well. There isn't a lot of space down here. We can smell the everything. One of the brick walls got loose, revealed a hole. It's the smell from the hole. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? I don't see why we wouldn't. Although, it's probably going to require an item that I don't have. You feeling alright there, Mary? Timmy's needing a haircut. For some reason, our wife's keeping her hair impeccably well. Alright, we looked into the hole. Nothing happened. We found a dead rat. We confiscated his dinner. and buried the rat in an empty can. Okay. Timmy's in terrible shape. He needs water now. Alright, and Jane needs food. So food for Jane, water for Timmy. Water for Timmy, food for Jane. Where do we go down here? Alright, we're about to finish our dinner, if you can call it that. We heard someone knocking at the door. They're very interested in ammunition. Are they interested in checkers? Because I already gave away my ammo to kill a giant spider. Where's my husband? Oh, my hubby's back, and he looks great! Alright, what did you get out there, hubby? Oh, a torch. We offered checkers instead of ammo. They were quite confused. We pretended to understand nothing. Very amusing, but he took our checkers board. Probably better than him hurting us. Ted safely returned. A pile of car wrecks revealed that we stumbled across a big parking lot. No cars survived, but we found water, which is great. Food, which is probably unnecessary, but still great. There was a really nice motorbike standing around, so we took its light. And the bug spray did not survive, but surely the bug spray was very helpful. We might have been followed. Well, I have a padlock. Why do I have a padlock? I don't remember picking that up at the start, but that doesn't mean I didn't. Right, what's the situation here? Dolores is hungry. Ted is hungry. Alright, so food for Dolores and Ted. Dolores, Ted. Why do you have to mouse over them? Give me a little icon for hunger and thirst, pretty please. Fatigued. What, did you stand up once, Mary Jane? Alright, our supplies are looking pretty healthy. A risk of the wasteland. Seems risky, right? I don't have a lot to help them out there. Maybe I can send out Timmy with a bit of soup, right? Timmy has wasteland experience. Yeah, he can handle it out there. Mary and Timmy are in need of physical exercise. They could play tag inside the shelter. We don't have any expensive vases or antique dishes. Should they let the kids play? Absolutely not. No. The lass is already fatigued, and, you know, she'll be all skin and bones if she moves around anymore. Oh, finally, people seem to be sleeping. These people are a wreck. There's simply not enough space around here for activities, so too bad. They weren't happy? Well, too bad. Ted's stomach's all rumbly, and he's tired, and he needs to drink, so too bad. Dolores ain't hungry. There's one thing we need, it's water for Dolores. Fatigued. Timmy might not look it, but he's a strong young boy, and he's doing just fine. Oh, great. He's heading out to the wasteland then. Alright. Hungry and thirsty. Well, you got us all these supplies, so by all means, take it. Thirsty and fatigued. I wonder what fatigue even does. And Timmy, you know, you're heading out to the wasteland, so be a good boy and eat up and drink up. And you're heading on out with a tin of food. Maybe you can trade it for something considerably better. Very good. The young must serve. Still don't know why I can only take one item out there. Oh, God. Well, my wife's wig is finally growing. What a grim-looking game. And I get the situation here, but this isn't a pleasant game to be looking at. Timmy went out in the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Well, the bloodline can still go on, and there's a lot of blood in that lining. Ted's hungry. Dolores and Mary Jane are just fine. Hungry and tired. Okay, fair enough. But the rest of you are A-okay. It's good, because that water needs to stretch. We're able to catch the military broadcast again. This time they're asking us to go out with a flashlight and signal their plane after it gets dark. they'll be able to find us. Oh, yeah. And who found the torch? My hubby. We are not waiting around for our kid. We sent him out there with 1 tin of soup. He'll be fine. Everything was going as planned, but the torch stopped working. Distant roar of the plane. We're pretty sure the pilot saw us. Let's see if they're going to come back and get us. Ted is tired. Dolores is calm. Mary Jane is fine. Tired and fatigued. Fatigued and fatigued. How do we get rid of fatigue? We have a lot of food, so maybe just eat up. Nah, it's got to stretch. The last expedition brought news of a vehicle parked down the street. It looked unique, but we never got close enough. Perhaps we should send someone to check it out. Absolutely not. Sounds like it could easily be a trap, so I'm having none of that. Radioactive fallout situation. There's definitely going to be some unique vehicles and gimpy-looking raiders, so let's have none of that. Day 26 might very well be a trap. We're not going to fall into their hands willingly, so we'll go. Need to drink, need to eat. Water is what Mary Jane needs right now. Her diet could use a little food. She's on a diet. Okay, thirsty. And thirsty and hungry. And thirsty and hungry. To be clear, the man in the house ain't hungry, but he's going to eat so that he can be head of the dinner table. Mary Jane has been dropping hints that it's a special day for her. We had to think hard, and after eliminating anniversary, barbecue, popcorn day, she's talking about her birthday. It's a very sad birthday for you, even if I did have these items, but I don't. Ooh, chapping on the door. Might be the military. Might be out of here. A sub 1 hour weekly one-shot's been known to happen. Mary Jane is too old for birthdays, that's what we think. Okay, everyone's doing quite well. Time to ration supplies, but although we're fatigued to hell, nobody is hungry or thirsty. Where's my son? I'm pretty sure black hair is considered invasive, stronger, something. You know, if black and red breed, you're going to get black instead of red. That said, my mother's a redhead, my father has black hair, and I'm a redhead, so, We were visited by a young woman today. Oh, well, we didn't have a milkman, so couldn't have been that. Dominant, thank you. She's on a mission to rescue her twin brother who went missing after he challenged a local bandit leader for a duel. They've been observing us for a while. We're hoping to visit together, but her brother went missing. Help her reunite her brother, and promises we will not regret it. You're right, I won't regret it, because I'm not going out to help you. Where's my son? It's been a while. Oh no! Timmy should have returned right now, but we need to face the worst boss in the scenario. He might not be coming back. He might come back, though, right? Might not also means might. Okay, well, we only need one to continue the bloodline. Ted finally rested, Dolores is calm, and everybody's doing okay. Should we not toast our disappeared son? I don't think I should be heading out anymore. Yeah, I think not. The risk is too high. Life in the shelter can really put a strain on personal relationships. Privacy is forgotten. Impossible concept. Private conversations are guaranteed an unwanted audience. Dolores and Ted could really use a quiet moment to talk in peace. How about a picnic in a nearby park? Seems dangerous. Very dangerous. Do it anyway. We were told the radiation levels went down. Nothing like a romantic outing in a ruined post-apocalyptic park. Yeah, we just leave the daughter here alone. Giggling and whispering sweet nothings over a shared can of tomato soup. At least that's how Ted remembers it. Okay, well, it didn't seem to cost us soup, right? Anyway, this water is running real low, real fast. Seems awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe, maybe it's not. We won't know. You know what? Maybe Ted should go and risk his life. As you say, we have a spare adult. The day has come. We can't keep lying to ourselves. The shelter isn't big enough for all of us. Someone has to leave and make their own luck in the radioactive wasteland. We already sent out the sun. I will not send out another. Sure, we may be dehydrated, starving, terribly injured, deathly sick, and going insane, but that's no reason to kick anyone out. A family that survives an atomic blast together stays together. That's our motto. We'll stick to it to the bitter end, which is coming fast. We might all die tomorrow, but at least we'll have the moral high ground. Undeniably the biggest priority in this situation. That's what all the losers say. I've got the moral high ground. Alright, alright. Unsurprisingly, our daughter could do some food. Why has this got an exclamation mark on it? Still awaiting instructions from the military. Alright, alright. So, fatigued, hungry, hungry again. That water, that's one more ration for the lot of us. Now we're in deep doo-doo. Alright, on you go. We have plenty of food, so please go and do us well, Ted. Jeez. How can it be 1 month and we're still trapped down here? Surely life is fine out there by now. I thought after a week the worst of the fallout's meant to be gone. I'm aware that the water's running dangerously low. What do you expect me to do about it? I mean, I'd be peeing in these cups from day zero, so... Fatigued. The men are gone. It's alright, the women can continue the bloodline somehow. We wish we could just leave. Sitting here with barely anything to do is driving us crazy. Can draw some nice pictures, though. Where's the bleeding military? Water's gone, my lord. Still, it's better to be safe down here than dead up there. I'm unsure about that. Dolores is thirsty, and Mary Jane is very thirsty. Okay, that's the last of it. Ted better be coming back with a gallon of water and then some. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag is offering a simple one-time deal. Soup for his bag, but we can't look inside. Well, soup is one thing I have plenty of, so it's all yours, stranger. Was it a cat? Oh, I hope that cat doesn't need food and or water. I think we're going to be eating the cat soon. As soon as the door closed, the bag started to violently shake and screech. Sharakov the cat is here. Oh, we're not thirsty anymore. Nothing to ration anyway. How unfortunate. We stumbled upon a pretty weird signal. We're pretty sure that the layers of terrible static and streams, there's a voice in a foreign language. What if it's the Soviets? Alright, give it a listen. Okay, it was Canadian. That isn't much better. Either way, they're foreigners and we couldn't understand a word. How disappointing. Yeah, me whenever I have to play with Lucky. Right, Dolores is calm, Mary Jane is fine, and my hubby had better be returning with water approximately now. There it goes again, the noises. It's a shame somebody stole my checkerboard. Paranoia is going to overcome. Just don't kill the daughter. We need at least one child to survive for a good ending. Well, the stipulation for this challenge is have a child survive. Cat seems to be doing okay, though. Oh god, we need water, of course. Mary Jane's acting even more crazy than normally. She's making a nest. Fatigued, thirsty, and hungry. Fatigued, thirsty, hungry, and crazy. Right, well, we gotta look after the kids, right? Couldn't we share this water? A band of raiders on our doorstep demanding that we let them in. Absolutely not. Lock it up. Doesn't soup have water? No, this is special American soup. Oh god, the hubby's still not here. I think Dolores is about to die. Ooh, but the radio's making noises. Didn't think the small padlock would stop them, but it did. Not the happy, bright young lady she used to be. She's not thirsty or hungry. But Dolores will not survive without water any longer. And I have no water. Alright, well, eat up to the demise of Dolores here. The army isn't coming, not yet anyway. Today's radio news is broadcasting a request for all citizens to assist them by cutting down trees. Wow, you have to survive a hell of a long time with not much. And these random events are quite frustrating. Did you pick up this item? No? Okay, well, too bad. I think my wife's dead. Oh, well, she's hanging on in there. But I'm not sure the hubby's coming back. We're not lumberjacks, we're not chopping down the park. Maybe another time. Okay, death is swiftly upon us here. We're almost certain there are bandits around. Running into them would be a big mistake. Yeah, let's not bother with that. A young lady all dressed in white has visited us. She laid out a plan. A bandit camp, her twin brother, young man, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, well, Dolores is gonna die. So we might as well send you out now. Maybe you'll be fed and watered in the... Ah! The woman quickly called a group of friends, set out for a successful mission. He was hanging from an antenna. A jewel, lost a hand, quickly tended to his injuries, will be fine. Siblings thanked us 100 times. Okay. If only we had a few drops of water, we could have avoided what happened. Dolores died of dehydration. All the places we could have perished, this is probably the best one. Mary Jane went nuts. Well, that's a damn shame. Yeah, what is next? Yeah, you perished. Whew, pretty rough. Just sending out people and having them die in the expedition is pretty grim, and it seems very, very random how things go. Oh well. We have a challenge to complete, and we must try. Starting to think that maybe I need to wait until the very last moment to give people water and food and such, because otherwise these rations just do not stretch. Alright, once more onto the fray. One plays Ted. Ted seems better because your wife is less heavy than you are. Although maybe she moves faster or something during the setup phase. Warm, warm, warm. Alright, you're coming with me, lass. The children are our future. Where the heck is the radio? If indeed we even have a radio at home. Is that a radio? That is a radio. Sweet. The fire axe seemed pretty useful. Is it a book? Alright, book it is. Where's my wife? There's my beloved wife, my trouble and strife. Gonna need more water than that, chief. Whew! Yeah, I was aware there was a rifle on the wall, but I had limited options there. Ooh. What do you mean only one child? Counting might not be my strong point, but I see 2 kids here. Alright. Maybe we're doing okay on the supplies, but we gotta stretch them thin. All of us made it into the shelter, huzzah! And we got a gas mask down here, potentially useful. I see a bug flying around and a Boy Scout book. Still don't have anything to sleep on. What was that? This is the best stock shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. So yeah, we are keeping this stuff to stretch. So easy to escalate. Silly arguments in close quarters don't help. We're chatting and suddenly we're fighting. Well, don't do that. Yeah, lesson for the actual day. Have supplies ready in the bunker and not in the bathtub. Hey Jake, never catch your streams, but I was one of the 0.2% of the YouTube viewers last year. It's crazy, and thanks to the entertainment. Love the Slay the Spire and Factorio Death World. Oh yeah, love my Factorio run. Glad you did as well, though, and welcome. We stopped arguing. The morning is calm. Always better when things are calm. Very good. Keep the calm things going. Well, nobody's hungry or thirsty, so let's let them be. Mary Jane used to be cheerful, but she's feeling a bit down. She misses her music lessons. She keeps humming. She said she'd die for a chance to play the tube again, which might very well be what happened if we let her out of the shelter. We should let her out for a short walk around the house. Yeah, go on. A walk will do her some good. And if she dies, at least, Mary Jane got very excited. She said if she can't find the instrument, she'll settle for anything else she can find, like sheet music. We sure hope the tuba didn't make it. We're pretty sure we prefer radio static. Okay, please do hurry back. Some water would be nice. I'm sure it would, but I think we have to hold out on that. What's that trickling sound? Alright, go and save the radio. It seems very important. I've been noticing that as well, Baziel. Maybe YouTube algorithm decided to post it up more. Not particularly concerned one way or the other, though. Card and board games can keep one's mind occupied and entertained. Yeah, well, we don't have any of that. Alright, it's dehydration. It looks like sending out Mary Jane stopped her from getting hungry and thirsty, possibly? Possibly. Right, the radio was rescued. None before any of that filthy liquid got inside. Very good. What's that smell? Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning. Aww. Alright. Water for all. Dehydrating, and dehydrating. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging these conditions could result in radiation sickness. Alright, in that case... but we have the gas mask. So surely we'll be fine. Excellent. In that case, yes. Go out. Go out and don't be concerned. We should do something about the interior decoration. The feng shui is totally off. While we were moving things around, we found a secret door. Well, we don't have anything to check it, so thanks, RNG. Over in Melbourne, it's sleepy time. Alright, so long, Synth. Right, things are looking better. Oh no, some things are left better. Untouched. The door will stay there. Stacked furniture against it. Okay. No longer thirsty. Mary Jane has been asking about water all day. Maybe she can go without it a little bit longer. Yeah, I think we have to wait for dehydration. Good day to go outside, stretch a bit, get some fresh, toxic air. My beloved wife can go and take care of that. I'm sure she'll be fine. Our first run where everyone was just constantly tired was a real pain in the arse. But it looks like it's completely random. Don't know if bedding is even a thing, though. Ah, Dolores is on her way with a gas mask. Ted is hungry. Mary Jane keeps fainting. Give her something to drink. Alright. Drink up. This stuff needs to stretch, as we have learned. I guess hunger can wait until starving. We stumbled upon a weird signal. It's, voices. Alright, we'll go and listen to it again. Might be Canadians again. Ever helpful Canadians. It wasn't Soviets. Again, it's Canadians. Nothing happening. Really thirsty. Tummy rumbling. Something. I wonder if not eating and drinking can make people get sick, though. I hadn't thought about that. Alright, let's expend a bit more here, then. I'm sure we'll get more supplies in due time. It's difficult to keep our spirits up. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, French Canadians, the worst. Hard not to worry, considering our situation. We're still struggling. Everybody's doing fine. And if we're doing fine, surely we don't need to waste supplies. There isn't a lot of space down here. We can smell everything. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? Yeah, please do. Judging from Baron, I wouldn't trust Canadians in emergencies. Probably just bringing plushies. I don't know, JJ. In desperate situations, you tend to crumble like a biscuit raft. Maybe you can't run your mouth about Baron and other Canadians quite yet. Alright, excellent. The rat gets buried. We get the food. I wonder if the events all have the same outcome. So if you just know the events, you're in a better situation. All the while, people are looking okay. I'm going to let Mary Jane suffer a little bit longer, though. She needs water. Yeah, well, too bad. She can suffer a bit. And now we can listen for the military. Did I take the axe? Maybe that axe cutting down things event will happen again and we need to do it to win. Do not know. The government has not fallen. They're coming to save us. They didn't give us exact dates. Okay, great. Of course, we're all hungry and thirsty. Well, you're just thirsty. Ted's hungry and thirsty, of course, but this stuff's got to stretch. And last night, the whole shelter got woken up by Ted screaming bloody murder. Something about a tentacled radioactive mutant on top of his face. It was just Mary! Ted took it personally and demands medical care. No. Ah, see, he's fine. Oh, I'm not so fine. Oh, that's Ted. This is Timmy. Why do they both have to start with T? Alright, Mary Jane tried to apologize, but Ted was not having it. He kept lamenting about broken noses and cracked skulls. But he tripped over a soup can. Ah, lovely. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Alright, sure. Alright, so we're all feeling kind of grim. We'll be fine, though. Where's my wife? Open in the name of freedom! A shout came from outside our door. We're not sure how it came. Representing freedom. We could hear it. No nonsense. Freedom. Freedom is the American foundation and ideal. We must let them in. See, nothing bad happened. Oh, maybe it was our wife. Opening the door revealed a group of armed teenagers. Contrary to what we expected, they were very friendly, requested to know if we've seen any Reds nearby. Couldn't help them, but they gave us a freaking gun. Also, my wife came back and she didn't destroy the gas mask. Excellent. Thank you, Wolverines. During the expedition, we stumbled across a half-ruined wall with some half-burnt paintings. Okay, we're going to take that and decorate our home a bit. Canteen, we found a box of water bottles. Oh, thank God for that. 2 water, 2 food. That was an excellent expedition, my beloved wife. This last expedition got us thinking maybe we could just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Most of the automobiles are burnt out, but we found a solid base and scavenge parts. Perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. Ted might have some nasty scars if those wounds ever heal. That's not my problem. Although I am Ted, so maybe it's my problem. Hungry and tired. Well, no food for you, even if you brought back all this food. You know what? We have loads of food. Let's... Everybody but Ted can eat. Neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Ah, but we have the gas mask, of course. Might be able to survive. Yeah, Timmy is in good health, full of optimism. If Timmy's going to be heading out, maybe I'll even water him ahead of time. Yeah, there you go. On you go, Tim Tims. It's very difficult to prepare for unforeseen consequences when you don't see them coming. Well, they're unforeseen by definition. Makes a lot of sense. I want cake. Portal is an old game by now. This is the final version of this war of mine. It's a more enjoyable version of this war is mine, but I really did not enjoy that game. Living in the past is not wise. We need to think of today and tomorrow. What can be done about Ted's injury? Nothing. I have no medicine, and the medicine's a one-time use anyway. So I don't really care if you're hungry, thirsty, hurt, or whatever. Tim Tim's in good condition, so Tim Tim's heading out. Get out there and take the gas mask. Why in the world are there 4 hands, though? Maybe you get a finale where everybody goes out and you can take all of your items? That's my best guess, at least. And it's a pretty good guess. Yeah, we're holding on. He went outside, we don't know what to expect. It'll be fine. Is there anything that can be done about Ted's injuries? No. Dolores will not survive without water. Alright, everybody's getting dehydrated. You're also hungry, and we have lots of food, so... You know what, we could just have everybody eat. I like my soup. You need to be on a diet. During the night, we heard some suspicious sounds coming from behind the door. We peeked in. There's a leather suitcase. Well, we're having that, of course. Although, last time I did this, I think it was bad. Nah, go on then. How bad could it really be? Pretty bad, it seems. I don't feel so good. The suitcase was soup, but it expired long ago. Yeah, I'm starting to think these events just have one outcome, so if you know what they are, you're going to know what to do, which is a shame. That's a pretty bad way to do it, right? Hurt and sick, so let's just let him be. Mary Jane is fine. Our wife can handle the hunger for a little bit. Ring, ring. Phone starts from across the street. Someone should go and answer it. My wife seems to be in good nick. On you go. How's the wife doing after that? Survivors, near town. Okay, these events just seem to be the same and the same. I'm in agony. Just get better. Traveling salesman offers us 4 water in exchange for the gun. That seems very, very good. I mean, the gun's just going to blow itself up, right? And water is forever. Although it's all for naught if Ted is dying on me. I think we should keep him well fed and hydrated so he doesn't keel over and die. Either we do something about his wounds or he's done for... What exactly do you want me to do about his wounds, game? He just took an injury to a random event that I couldn't do anything about and now he's going to die? That seems a bit grim. Alright, well, at least I can keep him fed and hydrated. I'll do that for everybody since supplies are good. Finellis asking the real questions here. Either we do something about his wounds or he's done for it. What do you want me to do? Second agony. Alright, well, how about some extra food and drink to maybe keep you on your legs a bit longer? Where'd that green puddle come from? Alright, we'll save my handbook. Does the handbook do anything? I can't seem to close this, can I? Ah, there we go. A can of bug spray is useful against insects and other creatures. Okay, so it gives me a tip every day. That doesn't seem particularly good. The teenager's gifted the perfect American solution to his wounds. No! Ted's wounds were too serious. There was nothing I could do about that, though. Just rather frustrating. But I'm playing as Ted. Does that mean I can still carry on with Dolores alive? Maybe. Maybe not. The army is on the radio again. They'll be scouting the neighborhood. Clear signs of survivors are still alive. We're asked to leave a few cards at the nearest bus stop to mark how many people occupied our shelter. But I don't have cards. Should have snatched a med kit at the start. Okay, well, I didn't see it, and there's only limited items I can get anyway. This game seems kind of crap. It's just roll the dice. We missed our chance to let the military know where we are, but they'll be back again. When will that be? God knows. But hey, Timmy's back. 10-cent hotels in ruins? But what did he get? Just 1 water for the gas mask. That's really bad. You let me down, kiddo. You let me down big time. Alright, no food for everyone because I'm in a bad mood. Don't. The risks remain unknown. Should we risk it? I think Dolores is gonna risk it for a biscuit. We're gonna tank her up for it, though. There's one person we truly miss. It's our great Uncle Teddy. He used to tell us brilliant stories about turtles, elephants, and wizards. Just memories. Okay, well, maybe the Scout Handbook can help us through the pain. Bingo! Scout Handbook holds more than a ton of useful knowledge in times of the apocalypse. There's some photos between the pages, and huzzah! Dolores is not thirsty and surely ready to go out on a wonderful adventure. Starvation. Okay, well, let's deal with that, shall we? This is a good day to go outside and stretch a bit and get some nice toxic air. Alright, sounds like your job to do, lassie. Maybe that axe can help you out. In a pickle. Just the kids alone. I wonder how they handle things. They have to ration between themselves as well. I wouldn't trust the kids to do that. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we'd all just go out and leave, walk on the surface, and smell the fumes? That's the secret of freedom that we... Okay, well, too bad for us. So... use cards to pinpoint a location for the army. So it sounds like I must get cards, but... are we ever going to get cards? Still, it's better to be safe down here. You're not getting anything unless I think you're on death's door at this rate. And once again, we need cards, which we don't have. Are we just keeping Ted down here? We couldn't sling him back up into the house? Seems unsanitary. Gambling's a terrible habit. Oh, what kind of example do we set the kids? Thirsty, hungry, thirsty, fatigued. Barely my problem. Sleazy looking trader with a scruffy bag. You know what? You can have the soup. The cat might prove useful in some events, or it might be useless, I don't know. But there are certain rat-related things that happen, so maybe keep fainting. Water needed now. Starving, dehydrated. You're only hungry, and I need to make that food stretch. We're paid a visit by a young man worried about his twin sister went missing. On you go, Mary Jane. Go and help them out. Well, Mary Jane's still alive. That's got to be a good sign. Bandit leader is actually their father. Crazy, small world, thankful, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They promised they'd contact us again soon. Friendly wastelanders. Hungry, fatigued, hungry. Nah, basic hunger's no big deal. However, maybe now we can have the military come and save us. That'd be nice. Maybe the cat's a red spy. Maybe we can grill it for information. Alright, some friendly soul. Okay, so you just randomly get loads of items. Ah. Oh well, very good. We'll take it. Fatigued and hungry. Well, sorry, this soup has to last, so no food for you until you're starving. On the other hand, look at that. I think the scout book has had all of its uses exhausted now. Turning the scout book into 2 loads of water has got to be good. Hunger leads to starvation, starvation leads to death, death leads to, well, nowhere. Okay, thank you. 2 loads of water seems really good, so give that, even though I have loads of backup water. You can trade 4 cards. Huh? No. He's offering us water. And we have to give him either cards, bugs, things, or other things. I can't get the cards. You fool! I'll give you an easy time there because I also can't stand California. Anyway, goodbye, scout book. I want water. Getting all these achievement progressions. Ah! Mother's okay. How are you, DeLorean? We made the trade, he packed his things, departed. Bandit activity is dangerous. Mother is back. Check every corner. Not promising. Venture. Where's the axe? We found a shopping bag. Contained a couple of rotten bananas, hand cream, pair of bunny slippers, and bottled water. All the treasures were, but we just took the water. So that's how they guarded the place. Unacceptable, the guard room. Skeletons, individuals playing cards. Oh, take the cards, take the cards, take the cards. Okay, we might just be able to indicate to the military that we're here. But the axe, I hope we don't need the axe for chopping firewood, because that's gone now. Alright. Hungry, tired, fatigued. You know, we have so much water. Thank goodness for that. Thirsty, starving, fatigued, hungry, thirsty. Maybe we should just enjoy a nice big meal after doing so well there. Yeah, we done good. Sending Dolores out is a death sentence. No match for Mary Jane. And I'm giving Mary Jane everything right now as well. Alright. No match for me, MJ. Looks good. Sharkov sure can take care of itself. We can't help but wonder how much of a self-made cat it is. Happens we found an address in its collar. Should we go outside and check this address? Absolutely. The cat might be our ticket to victory. Yeah, she lost the axe somehow. Alright, where's the cat? We grabbed our new fluffy friend, took a little stroll. We ran into a couple of gentlemen dressed in trench coats, fedoras, and shades. Gritting their teeth at the cat. They'd been looking for it. It belongs to their dear old man. They took Sharikov, thanked us, and left. Okay, bye, cat. No, that didn't seem particularly great. Hungry, tired, fatigued, thirsty, fatigued, hungry, fatigued, hungry. Well, too bad. You're heading on out there, Mary Jane, and you're gonna take... maybe the bug spray? Might help you against threats out there. Sure. It's a Men in Black reference. It seems full of references. Alright, well, we could just sit down here, drink water, and eat soup until our inevitable rescue, but I don't know about that. Mary Jane went outside. We'd love to eat and drink and rest. We all know that. Dehydration. Oh, I've got to deal with that. Hungry. Hungry isn't hungry enough. That said, if you're hungry and thirsty, I guess I can give you that. You're the head of the household now. You got to survive. Our last expedition brought us news of a vehicle parked just down the street. Sure looked unique. It's almost certainly a bandit trap. You know what? Surely Dolores can go and check it out. A vehicle might get us out of here. Although she'll probably get injured if it is a trap and then she'd die and then it's game over. I think we should skip it. That said, information is good, but I have so many resources I'd rather tread gingerly here. Yeah. It's a good joke. We've obviously played cards and then slumped Daddy's dead body over them afterwards. This family is messed up. They needed Ted. Alright, bloodthirsty thugs, we're not dealing with them. Hungry and fatigued, hungry and thirsty, these are all little problems. The army's on the radio again for the scout. Alright, now we got the cards. Maybe, just maybe, they'll come and save us. Is that the cat again? Oh, look who's back! The Red Spy is here. The cards are in place. Wait for the army to pinpoint us, and surely they'll be fine. Sharakov is back? I don't know. How are we feeling? Hungry and fatigued, dehydrated, and hungry, but you know, hunger is fleeting. You can have a little bit of that, Tim. Take care of our own. For an isolated fallout shelter, there's a lot of disturbances, but Mummy broke the axe, so too bad we can't check that out. Await further instructions from friendly wastelanders or military, so we got two possible options to get out of here with our heads on our shoulders. Maybe Daddy will get better. Going into tight dark tunnels, not happening. Time to ration. Hungry, thirsty, fatigued. Yeah, we're okay, right? A loud crash and a surprised shriek and debris from our ceiling. Good start to the day. Sharakov found a new toy. Innocuous wiring ripped out from the wall. Should we take the wire away from our fluffy friends and investigate it? Of course we should. Knocking on the door. Is that the spare parts? We followed the wire, found a half-burned-out truck with two gentlemen inside. Array of blinking bulbs. Were they listening in on us? Their feeble excuse about a roadside picnic didn't convince us. Timmy knows you can't have picnics here, and the car had no wheels. So we're being listened to, huh? Alright. Well, I'm glad I have a million loads of water, but with only two of us eating and drinking, that's hardly a huge concern. Where's my daughter? The agents who were spying on us are now at the door and they want to explain themselves. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm all ears. Maybe they're gonna rescue us. Yeah, the girl's out scavenging and I have a feeling she's not coming back. They were agents, real live secret agents on a government mission. We saw their identity cards briefly. They weren't listening in on us. It was the cat they were interested in. They made a request to us, wanting us to aid them with some of their top secret missions. If we do that, they will extract us. It's full of supplies and donuts. Oh, okay. Another avenue for escape. But it's just going to be the two of us, the redheads, because the darkheads are gone. I think if my daughter was going to live, she'd be back by now. I gave you a bug spray can, you still can't make it. Alright, well, if it's just us two, we better keep ourselves in good nick. A knock on the door? It wasn't bloodthirsty raiders. A brother and sister befriended, ambitious group, construct houses, camp, and an axe. Well, I don't have an axe, so too bad. And at this rate, I don't have a daughter anymore either. Oh, she is gone. We hope they can manage without us. Building a cozy camp seems like a nice idea. We wish the group well. Well, no axe because you broke it. Hungry? Didn't I just feed you people? Jesus. Again, the game wants me to have the axe, but we broke it. I hope it doesn't eat one of us. Oh? She's alive! Oh my days, Mary Jane. What happened to you out there? She looks like she doesn't want to talk about it. As we were running around looking for something to smash the furry rodent to death with, it took one of our food cans. Mary Jane came back with the bug spray. We used to go to this little store for groceries. They always had the window closed as a sign that stated, "We assure you we're open." We found some food inside. 4 more water. Ow. Ooh, but a med kit. Right, maybe we can restore Daddy yet. The gas mask. Wow, you got us a whole lot there. Even a map. Alright, so now I can risk my children's lives again. Life is good. Right, well, we got drink for days. Unfortunately, what we are right now is hungry. Alright, everybody eat up the soup for now. Hope we can find some soup. Dolores is confident. Nah, Timmy's going to be the one heading out there. I'm going to super jack up Timmy with water as well, because Tim is heading out. Maybe he can take the map, and that'll help him find good places to be. There's a man on our doorstep. He wants to be our friend. That's what he says. He seems to have acquired an extra pair of arms from weird mutation. He assured us that he won't... Okay, it's Goro then. Provide him and his group with some supplies. Can I give him both? No, but he can have water for sure. He can help us by fighting off the next raiding party. Ah, nice to make friends. From thirsty to drowning. Ah, yeah, the soup situation doesn't look too good though, which is unfortunate. Whether it was pity or fear, we're not sure, but we agreed on his terms. He takes the water. We're once again hungry. We're drawing a little turkey here. Fatigued and thirsty. Fatigued, tired, hungry, thirsty. Just fatigued. Alright, well, you know, thirsty is one thing I can handle. Time to head on out, Tim. Timmy's only... Wait, he's fatigued? That could be a problem heading out there. Well, I'm sure it's not a big enough problem. Take the map. Should he take the gas mask, actually? I wish he could take multiple items. This is kind of weird. Whatever, surely the gas mask is a good idea to head on out with. Alright, on you go, Tim. Well, this is awkward. I thought you were dead. Preparing for the repopulation of the planet, and it'll be nothing but redheads, but no, look who's come back. Timmy went out to the wasteland. Don't know what we'll do. Survive, I suppose. Just fatigued, hungry, and tired. Well, that food has to stretch. When conducting our daily supply count, we noticed that a can of soup was missing. We're sure it was there. That can only mean one thing. We have a soup thief among us. Who ate the soup? Dolores isn't hungry. Wasn't she hungry the other day? But maybe I should just not accuse anybody. Nonsense. I won't accuse anyone in the family. Wow, 40 days. Whatever happened to our precious soup, we'll let it go. One can isn't worth drama and arguments. Although, you know, I need that food. If someone did steal it, they'll be taking their secret to the grave. But yeah, it was almost certainly Dolores, but I didn't want arguments here. Fatigued, hungry, tired, that's fine. Our sore excuse for dinner was interrupted by a raspy voice. Wanna buy a rock? It's old man Jim. He used to live down in our town. I never quite figured out where he stayed. Should probably answer his questions. Impolite to keep people waiting like this. Yeah, sure, I'll buy a rock. I hope you accept water for a rock. Ooh. Something's on the radio. Old man Jim was lovely. So, of course, we opened the door, fulfilled his request. He winked at us. First rock is free. A nice rock's a good thing to have, but we don't think we'll ever be able to trade any of our supplies for it, even if it brings good luck. I could do with some luck here. Alright, fatigued, thirsty, hungry. Won't last long without water, you say? Alright, well, if there's one thing we can do, we can drown. But I gotta wait for starvation before I hand out any of my precious food. The military are saying that, yes, I need to go and chop things down with my axe, which I don't have because DeLorean broke it. Never seen Jake read this much. Well, the reading is short and to the point, so it's not sending me to sleep as reading often does. Should we really have Daddy over the soup like that? Seems morbid. We're not lumberjacks, we're not cutting it apart yet. When are the men in black going to come and help me out? Because I could do with some help. What was that, or else? Mary Jane is starving, okay. Maybe that's not too bad, but sure, have some food. So this is what's come down to, sitting idly in the shelter with very few supplies. Now, we've got a lot of supplies. People can last 3 weeks without food, but water is a different matter. And we have water for days. Breaking into the neighbor's shelter. We know the lock is broken. We saw her restocking the shelter before the bomb fell. We should go and check it out. She and her children probably didn't even make it there, right? Nonsense. We don't do such barbaric things. We are Americans, probably. Given how gridded their city is, probably. Little Tim Tim is taking his while coming back, though. MJ could last 3 months. We're no bandits. We need supplies, but not at the cost of others. We won't bother these people. A man who takes canned tomato soup from another is not worthy to taste that soup. Fatigued, hungry, fatigued. Yeah, you gotta wait till starvation. Door-to-door salesman. He came with a bunch of leaflets, convincing us to join the Astro Citizen. Now he just wants supplies. He'll reveal state secrets. Yes, take my water. I feel like I'm playing Settlers of Catan, and I have loads of one resource that I can trade for anything else. What I would do when playing Catan was trade out all of a good that I have a lot of, then call Monopoly on that good. Oh, I felt like such a bastard doing that. Felt great. Starvation is rearing its ugly head. Alright, well, we've been down here for a while. We're generous, we shared our supplies. He tried to make us believe that America has a working space station in orbit. It exploded when the bombs drop. A working space station? What a joker. Wait, that's it? Okay. I was hoping for some anything out of that. Starving to death. Thirst I'm just going to stay on top of because it's practically free for me. All of a sudden, we were considering alternatives to the canned soup diet. A sudden knock at the door broke our line of thought. A band of survivors in pretty bad shape. All they wanted was to get something to drink, a bite to eat, or at least clean the... Yep, I've got all the water you could ever need. Watch me die to dehydration at this rate. Where's my son? Okay, our visitors had problems finding enough words to express their gratitude. Many tears were shed, smiles and hugs. They wished us all the best. It's a great feeling helping someone out. They left soon after to seek shelter in the ruins of our town. Okay, but... Timmy should have returned by now. We need to face the worst possible scenario. No! And he took the gas mask with him. Okay, I need to have these two survive, so I can't really risk their lives anymore. So I don't think I can even afford to go outside now. Fatigued and hungry. Well, too bad. Maybe it's because he was fatigued. Wasteland is no match for Mary Jane. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to go out on excursions here. That said, I wouldn't mind sending you out, but... no, let's just hunker down here for as long as we can. Be risk-averse. Friendly faces, helping... Yeah, I don't have an axe. He was a good man. What a rotten way to die. Okay, we wish we had an axe. Its wood chopping qualities are quite useful, but it's better as a deadly weapon against bandits. Either way, we can't help our friends. Yeah, we know. Fatigued and hungry, fatigued and starving. Okay. Should we risk the expedition? No. We played a game of list things you hate the most. Our neighbor's name kept coming up for some reason. Reminded us that little weasel had a safe in his living room. What's inside it? Alright, on you go, daughter. Hopefully it's not a trap that kills you. Oh, you don't look so good, MJ. Okay, well, I think if you stay on top of hunger and thirst, the sickness goes away in time. It's injury that kills you. Ooh, gun. The bastard booby-trapped is safe. It slowed us down, but we took his gun. Oh, hang on. I got just the thing for you. Let's keep you safe. Hungry and thirsty. That food needs to stretch, I'm afraid. Using high-tech setup involving paper cups and yards of string, the agents rang in with our top-secret mission. It'll land us in the VIP bunker. They want us to go on a successful expedition and write down what we saw in the journal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right, eat up for that kind of mission, because you're going for it. Okay, wow, the sickness passed already. Thank you, first aid kit. Dolores is on her way to the surface. I'm sure she'll be fine. Graciously agreed to fill the request. Time to ration supplies. I know this is very difficult, but you need to sit there and not eat all the food. A lot of noises. There's a zoo escape. Animals are stampeding up there. Hunt for some fresh food. I do need food, and I'm going to risk your life, MJ. Please don't die. Why wasn't there an option to take the gun? Okay, amazingly, she's still alive. Okay, oh, yes. The herd were able to bring down something that looked like a two-headed donkey carrying a package of shorts. Giant bird swooped down, and we took the soup. Lovely. Okay, that might just get us through a bit better. Wasteland's full of surprises. A man's on the other side, claiming that he'd offer a lot for decent ammo. Oh yeah, it's all yours, buddy. Although maybe ammo plus gun is something that I need for myself. Oh, mummy better come back alive. 50 days is a long time to go. Okay, 1 food for 1 ammo doesn't seem great, but sure. Hungry and thirsty. Well, come on, it's just you. Eat up, buttercup. We had the most curious visitor. Galloping horses, rocks hitting against each other, horse claiming da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Here we go, use my map. I didn't get it for nothing. Oh, yes, okay. The possibility for survival is here. Oh no, she's injured. Oh no, we already used the first aid kit on the daughter. All right, we need to get out of here fast or miracle our way into some treatment for for Dolores here. They were clearly crazy but harmless. We fulfilled their request. It was worth it. They were generous and gave us an axe, a magical battle axe. Oh, we're gonna need a med kit badly. Agents seem to appreciate our efforts. Missions are actually worth it. Bucket is about due for an upgrade. The government shelter needs to have an excellent bathroom. That is unfortunate. Let's keep everybody in tip-top shape. And on top of that, Mary Jane's going to need to go out and find us a med pack. Maybe not. Maybe we can just use the axe and advance this way out of here. Alright, Lara, let's try that. Yeah, chop off the gammy leg. Be nice if I could. Because she's going to die. Wait! Oh no, it still says hurt. Damn. Alright, we chopped down trees. It wasn't much. Hopefully make a difference. Get in touch. It better be from a tank parked in our lawn. Oh, it ruined the axe. Oh, damn. What can be done about Dolores' injuries? Nothing. Fatigued and hurt. Fatigued. I mean, maybe if I just keep feeding you, you'll be able to heal yourself, because one thing I have is a lot of supplies. Should I do an expedition? Probably not. A radio station stopped broadcasting. Frequencies, static, tinker. Probably going to break it, but sure. That does not sound like it doing better now. Oh, that didn't go so well. We broke the damn thing. Just eat and drink up. The wasteland is no match for Mary. I might have to send her out. Right, enough of this plain tasteless water. Dolores is really craving a cup of coffee. Real true blue American coffee. You can drink 5 cups and still feel sleepy. Dolores' favorite diner is a few blocks away. Alright, on you go, Mary Jane. Maybe some coffee will perk up Dolores because she's dying. Our volunteer came back empty-handed. It's just a sad hole in the ground. What a letdown. Still her. I mean, I don't know if constantly feeding her will make her better, but I have a few other options. Alright, get out of there with that gun. I don't think Dolores is going to survive very long here. That said, the man of the house survived quite long with his injuries, which I could do nothing about. Needs to be fixed ASAP. I know you're in agony. Hold on. Another event that needs the axe that we broke again. We had an axe. Well, no, we don't have an axe. Just trying to keep you alive with this. I don't think it'll help, but maybe ease the pain. Oh, hello. A dancing cockroach. Spray it and maybe it's got some first aid on it. Yeah, the cat is still around. Why can't you take care of it? Agony. That was close. A nest of those glowing bugs might have been more than enough to drive us out into the wasteland. Roaches are the worst, but radioactive roaches? Yikes. Clearly, we're trustworthy after our last successful mission. The agents came back with another request. We're to generously provide either a couple of soup cans or some water for the agent in the field. They'll take care of delivery. We'll be giving an encouraging pat in the back and a promise of a future... Okay, sure. 4 water. That's going to need to just get me out of here. Oh! Oh, wait. Good or bad? No! Oh, come on. We graciously agreed to their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty. MJ died in the wasteland, and we just freaking died here. I'm not sure what more I could have done. I had a billion supplies, but it just went, no, you're injured, and 2 of you are dying on excursions. Ah... Of course we have the last life rule, Rainy. For any game that it applies to, we're last lifing our challenges. Jesus, 58 days and we still couldn't manage it? With so many resources. Yeah, I shouldn't have healed the sickness, right? Save the first aid kit for injury, because there doesn't seem to be any coming back from that. Okay, well, lessons learned. Let's go, Ted. Alright, let's go. Soup and soup and soup and water. Smash our way through. I really want the radio, wherever it is. I might as well take the padlock here. Is that a torch? Torch is good. Checkers game, sure. A bunch of nice items. Loads of supplies right here. I'll be taking that if you don't mind. Can we actually go out through the front door? Alright, kiddo, you're coming with me. Where's my wife? I need you as well, wifey. And then I need my very heavy daughter. Right, where's the radio? I think I see it. I think I see it. And I do want it badly. Almost passed you by. Alright. Last ditch effort for items. Wait, we decided the axe is OP, but I don't have space for it. No! Alright, got a lot to do. It's called a flashlight, Jake. The Dark Ages are long over. Nonsense. Okay, a little low on the water, but good on the food. We got first aid, so no more of that bullcrap you die from random event thing. For now. The kids all died on the expedition. Maybe the thing is don't send the kids on expeditions, send the adults. Maybe. Although we don't have the gas mask, so early expeditions are dangerous. Alright, well, I'm sure we'll be fine. Still don't have anything resembling a bed, though. Oh, if you just click on the face, you give them everything. Cool. Alright, fond memories, blah, 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 blah. I've done enough reading. The days of reading are now over. Timmy can do it. Timmy can go to the wasteland. No. Send out my wife, I think. And we'll let the kids play tag, but I have a feeling that's going to break something. Nope, not happening. No, definitely going to break something. Can't afford to have that radio of mine shatter. I think the problem I did last time was I went down too many avenues. I have a feeling you have to play one of the ways of escape to completion. So army, friendly people, the men in black. And if I find the men in black again, which is to say I find the cat, I think we'll just go down that and ignore all the other avenues. Dad's really thirsty. Yeah, we all have problems, don't we? Right, Dolores, you're heading out there. Thirsty or not, though, just go. Take the gun. Gun is good. Still don't really understand how the item they take helps. Maybe there are different events, or it can just prevent bad things happening. But I gave the kid an item, and they died out there. Died with a gas mask, I think. Had a last run go really well, but we got an injury, and the injury just killed us. Alright, dehydration across the board. I hope we find another mountain of water again. We have some spare ammunition, but now it's gone. Wait, don't I have ammo? I thought I did. Use the torch and go and find the ammo. Hey, ammo. Hope it didn't kill the torch. It did not. We found it. The ammunition clip was covered by a can, but it was empty. Okay, fair enough. Ration supplies. Well, if we're not starving, we're not eating. Difficult to keep our spirits up, yeah, especially with Mummy out there dying in the apocalypse. With no gas mask. Ah, she'll be fine. It's easy to feel a bit down, but we're not complaining. And we have no real problems, so carry on. Pretty sure Mary Jane had her birthday 2 weeks ago, and we'll get her... we're not giving her the first aid kit. You are having a very not merry birthday. And is that my wife? My trouble and strife? I don't know, but something's knocking on the door. Hungry and thirsty. It's just too bad for you. We met a bunch of people dressed in Halloween doctor outfits, claiming to be field hospital. Their supplies got eaten. They're asking us if we can spare any hydrogen peroxide. No, I cannot spare my water. Water is very important at staying alive. We don't think they're real doctors. Just in case they were, they got rid of them quickly before they start charging us for a home visit. Dehydration. Yeah, see, that's why I'm not giving away my water. We know very little. Okay, that's why I brought the radio. Alright, weak signal, emergency broadcast. Okay, so it's a shame I didn't bring the axe. I really should have grabbed the axe. But the first 60 seconds you have are quite frantic. Time to ration supplies. Yeah, well, we're all starving now, so we can all eat happily. All we have to do is make contact with the military. Yeah, well, let's give it a go. Wonder how much more I had to do to get out with the men in black. The government hasn't fallen, they're coming to help us. Yeah, I need an axe though, so hopefully my trouble and strife comes back with an axe. Otherwise we're in trouble. Maybe some water as well wouldn't be bad. There's a phone. I forget what the phone down the street does, but on you go, MJ. Hey, ooh, a map. But you broke my gun! Oh, what? Okay, answered the phone, gasp for relief, blah, 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 blah. Supermarket, found 4 food and 6 water. Wow. That's phenomenally good. Also a map, also a bug spray, but the rifle's gone. So maybe that's the thing, you know, you give them a really good item, they break it, and they come back with lots of other really good items. Don't know what another really good item to send you out with would be currently, but I'm glad to see you doing well. Hungry and thirsty, hungry and tired, hungry and thirsty, hungry and thirsty. Too bad, everybody. You know, we just don't have the supplies for you. That said, I think Ted is heading out to the wasteland, so let's top him up for that. Mm-hmm. He offered us a card game with a bet of 2 bottles of water. Not happening, because I don't have cards. Who offers a card game but doesn't bring the cards? Alright, given our vast amount of knowledge, surely we have everything we need to carry on here. What a bad habit gambling is. Ted is still hungry? Didn't I just feed Ted? How is he hungry again? Anyway, we have a lot of water and a lot of food, so I suppose I can deign to give things out right now. Maybe the food and the drink don't top you up to 100%. It just kind of, I don't know, gives like 50 and you're on a bar of 100 or something like that. Alright, enjoy that. Should I feed? Yeah, okay, we've got food. I'll feed you. But you're heading on out there with probably a map. A map seems like a useful thing to have. Come on. There we go. Clicking through it's kind of nasty. Feels like it's made for a console. Alright, on you go. Don't die out there, mind you. It's a shame I like the decoration of the map on the wall. Alright, off he goes. Time to ration supplies, but everybody's feeling agreeably okay. The other day we heard a quiet knock on the door. There's a suitcase. Last time I opened this, it just gave me nasty infection and stuff, so let's leave it be. Still unsure if any of these events are random or if they all just have predetermined outcomes. I don't feel like any of them have given me different outcomes so far. Don't risk our lives. We threw the gift away. Yeah, it was the expired soup in there, as I recall. We might be tired, we might be hungry, but too bad. There's a gang of firefighters outside. That sounds like the best use for the padlock right there. Gun's broken after all. Can you send multiple people? Less mouths to feed. I tried, but it just selects different characters. It doesn't send multiple. All right. Other ways to fight off bandits and other soup-hungry barbarians. We're tired. We're hungry. We're thirsty. It reminds me of many a road trip I had in my childhood. We've been smelling something funny in the shelter. No! So choose between my first aid kit and my portable radio. I think I have to hold on to the first aid kit. The radio is just going to have to go kaput. Yeah, as expected. Drugs. Get the drugs. That was our first thought. Okay, great. Well, hopefully we find another one of those or find a way to fix it. Dehydration and starvation is rearing its ugly head. What about that trip to Nevada we've been postponing? Maybe we should go there. Isn't there nothing in Nevada? That's why Madness Combat is based there, right? Planning far ahead. Didn't I just feed everyone and we're still hungry? Right, enough of this plain tasteless water. What we need is a cup of coffee. So last time we went out to the diner, we just found that there was nothing there. I'm gonna go again just in case there is something. It's DeLorean's favorite place, so on you go. We'll see if there's any variance in the events. Hey, the map's back. Tattered, but still surely functional. Looked good. Alright, the volunteer came back empty-handed. Yeah, same event outcome here. Ted has returned. What did he find? The metro station wasn't abandoned. It's inhabited by a group that uses bullets as currency. Armed and not overly friendly, but they're not bandits. The group living at the station had thrown a bunch of suitcases and backpacks and bags to form a big pile called a barricade. Our map is unusable. Okay. We think someone followed us. Let's hope this doesn't happen again. Alright, well, you did a good job out there, Ted. Not good enough to feed you, but good. I'm gonna feed and maybe even water you, because I'm gonna be sending you out on the expedition tomorrow. She's confident she'll survive. Discussed everything. No one's willing to chat anymore. Yeah, well, somebody set fire to our radio for reasons unknown. Nevada has Vegas, some military bases, and some national parks. And like I said, nothing. Hungry and tired. Didn't I just prepare you for this outing, DeLorean? There's nothing here. Maybe if we try really hard, we can heal our neighbors in a shelter. Okay. Hungry and tired. Alright, we'll deal with some of that, but I still need you to go on it. Oh, no one can go because no one wants to go to bloody sleep. Starving and thirsty. Hungry and thirsty and tired. Hungry and thirsty and tired. Friendly wastelanders. Sure. What does a briefcase do? I have no idea, Zaleb. Just says suitcase. Maybe it's something we can take with us on an expedition. The suitcase hasn't popped up for any event so far. I've noticed that much. Dolores is too exhausted. Well, for the love of God, could you please prepare yourselves? I still want to send my wife out there, so I'm still willing to invest in her. Otherwise, you're dehydrating, daughter, and my son is also dehydrating. Oh, we found a note, a real surprise. Whoever wrote it's been observing us, believes that we're the right kind of people to send a signal unarmed representative to a meeting today at midnight to find out more. Well, on you go, my wife. Is my wife feeling okay? Well, we're all tired, but my wife is going anyway. Maybe that's our ticket out of here. Can't contact the military with a busted radio. So let's trust that these friendly wastelanders can help us out. It's true, there really are others like us. Rendezvous, unarmed, greeted by a friendly group, led by twins. Okay, is that the ones that want us to go on that dangerous attack again? Ration the supplies. Tired, hungry, tired, hungry. Wait, everyone's tired again. Could you please go to sleep? Because I can't send you out if you don't go to bloody sleep. Okay, well, punishment is no goods for you. Maybe the suitcase lets us travel to a new vault. Maybe. If I can ever do an expedition, I'll send them out with a suitcase, see if they do anything with it. Tired, hungry, tired, hungry. We need to try for an expedition, tired or not. Okay, my daughter is starving. Progress is going really poorly here just because everybody's always bloody tired. I could send out Timmy. Maybe I should risk one child's life. How are you feeling, Tim Tim? He's a little hungry. Alright, alright. Maybe I'll risk Timmy's life tomorrow. If he sleeps. Been a while since we showered. The smell in tiny shelter's far from roses. Too bad we didn't grab any soap. But maybe we can make do with something else. Bullets. Clean ourselves with bullets. Did it work? Dirty or not, it's the smell that's the biggest issue. How do we deal with that? Well, we've got some spare ammo, so let's use gunpowder to kill the smell. Ah. So that looks like it just wasted bullets for no good reason. I think Tim Tim is heading out there. Dehydration and starvation. Tired, thirsty, fatigued, thirsty, hungry, thirsty, hungry. I'm feeding you because you're heading out there. And you're going to take the mysterious briefcase with you, unless there's something better. Which there's not. Oh, the briefcase lets you take more items! Ah, it all makes sense now. Alright, what do I have most of? Food, but I'd rather you didn't go out there with food. Take the checkers box. Maybe we can make a trade. Alright, good luck, Tim Tim. You're taking all of our stuff. Alright, if he dies out there, he's taking everything with him, so he better make it. What could this possibly mean? Tired and hungry, dehydrated, and dehydrated. Water's running down fast. We can get the cat. I quite like the cat route, so we should open it up. Alright, door closed. We get the cat. Hungry, tired, fatigued, starving. Anything for you, my starving daughter? Mary Jane doesn't know how to spell anti-establishmentarianism. It's left the Dolores disappointed. We should shelter school Mary. Alright, okay. Turn up the intelligence on our daughter. Our musically gifted daughter. She looks all the better for it. Dolores does not mess around. What started out as a spelling exercise quickly found its way to a math revision, physics course, tinkering, and would you look at that? She made a gun in shop class. I'm liking Mary Jane more and more by the minute. Not enough to feed you, mind you, but let's not overstep. Situation is getting worse. Hunger, desperation. Teacher from a local school rescued a bunch of kids when the bomb fell. We should reclaim the goods in our hour of need. Absolutely not. I'm not a monster. Having the gun back is nice, but of course there are no bullets here. Robbing innocent people? Absolutely not. We're not savages. We cannot stoop that low. Leave those poor people alone. Dehydrated, hungry, thirsty, fatigue. Yeah. Ching, she's having a bad time of it. Every new smell attracts our noses. When a single brick fell, we're leaving it. Yeah, whatever. Go and get it. That's probably just the rat with a can of soup. So we take a can of soup and bury the rat, right? No variance on these at all, huh? So you just know the good event, so you don't. Bit of a shame. Dehydrated. That water's running down fast, you know. Starving and fatigued, but fatigued is something else. This entire shelter's crawling with little insects, or worse, spiders. We've got to do something. I really don't want to use this first aid kit. So I won't, because every time you use something here, it just goes away. What happens if we do nothing about the spiders? They're gonna injure somebody? Probably, right? Ugh. Oh, it's not used up. Impressive. Maybe there are no spiders and it's all just a hallucination. A few pills might help. And it did. There are no more spiders. Whew, good call. Hungry, fatigued, starving. Well, I have food for days. Where's my son? A metal plate with an address? Yeah, let's go and do the Men in Black way out of here. Screw the survivors and screw the military. We're going with the Men in Black. Oh, he's alive! He broke our torch, but he's alive. Hungry, tired, fatigued, and sick, and hopefully bringing back loads of goods. Before we reach the end of the street, we're stopped by the Men in Black. Okay, very good. He brought back the bug spray and the checkerboard and the briefcase. He brought back 2 loads of food with a monkey companion. He brought back 1 bit of water, of booze, 2 additional bits of food. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, it looks like taking loads of goods is good. We do not give him the first aid. That's for injuries, not sickness. We'll just keep him well fed and well watered. Fatigued and starving, fatigued and starving, fatigued, hungry and thirsty. Gonna deal with that so I can send him out in the expedition next. Ted is happy to risk his life in the wastes. Happy, eh? On you go then. Siblings visited us again. Yeah, I'm not helping you. My map's in tatters and apparently is illegible. What's that sneezing? I didn't look too good there, old Tim Tim. Unfortunately, we couldn't be of any help. The siblings understood. Yeah, the siblings can go away. Fatigued and hungry. Fatigued, hungry, thirsty. Hungry, thirsty, fatigued, sick, tired. Let's keep the little kid good. Although having him die would be quite useful for us. Alright, so we give you that, and then let's send you out with, I don't know, the checkers, the gun, and that. Maybe the checkers are kind of useless out there. Take it anyway. Might be able to make a trade. You can finally take both gun and ammo. No, we used the ammo. We cracked it open for gunpowder in order to get rid of the bad smell. Although I don't know what the downside of the bad smell would be. Maybe those negative effects are what caused the fatigue. Maybe. Alright, so we're going to need him to come back and help us out real well. Dehydration... Dehydration and everything. No, not actually. Hungry, tired, fatigued, and sick. Just hungry. You know what? If you're just hungry, just eat some food. And that's your lot. There's a green puddle. We don't have a mop. And I have no items to deal with it. Well, too bad. We're not a monster. Besides, if I kick out one child or one adult, then I have to make sure that the other child or adult is alive. Otherwise, we don't win. And I want to win. Couldn't figure out. We just assumed a regular pipe. Okay, very good. Sharkov is back. Good-ish. Fatigued and hungry. Fatigued and hungry. Fatigued and sick. Expedition vehicle parked down the street. It's a bandit trap for sure. Leave it be. What was my best run? 58 days or so? So those Men in Black helped me out. Fatigued and hungry, fatigued and starving. Sick and fatigued and thirsty, and not thirsty enough. Curiosity almost killed the cat. Alright, let's aid the cat. Anything cat related or Men in Black related, we go for it. I really hope Ted doesn't die out there with all those supplies. He was fit as a fiddle for that expedition. Grab the cable, find the wiretapping. Starving. Fatigued, hungry, thirsty. Fatigued, sick, dehydrated, hungry. I really feel like your hunger and thirst build up more when you're sick. Which stands to reason. I remember when I was sick with swine flu, actually. Oh my days. grim times. A group of thugs have been banging on our door, ordering us to surrender. Well, that's very unfortunate. Because I have none of these items to fend them off with, so they're probably going to injure somebody or steal some goods, right? What? What? Oh, okay, the game just gives you a game over event randomly. Oh, that's fun. Our safe haven was invaded by filthy, vulgar thugs. Oh, this game is such ass. Yeah, just screw you, I guess. Pizza on the roof. I get that reference. Okay, once more into the breach. Where's the radio? Oh, it ain't here. Man, this game sucks. Whoops. That was not the... I should just redo this. That isn't going well. Didn't perish. We became a badass raider. Bad for sure. Ass for sure. So this briefcase seems like it's going to be quite useful. It also takes up 3 slots. That's quite a bit. Don't think I didn't see the gun there. Axe as well, please. Axe OP. My trouble and strife, you're coming with me. As is that water. More super soup. There doesn't seem to be anything in this room, however. Must save the kids. Gotta save my very heavy-set daughter. And is that a padlock? Yeah, padlock seems to save us from raiders, right? I think that was one. I think those were one-time savings, though. Oh, the radio. I'm a little unhappy at the lack of supplies, though. I have not found many. Can I grab anything last minute? No. Okay, damn. Bunch of different items, but not a lot of supplies, so hopefully we don't just starve or dehydrate to death. You can actually just leave the wife to the bomb. Yeah. Don't need to save everybody. Yeah, you simply cannot grab everything there. There is not the time, but we grabbed a good variety of items. Actually, there's a bit more water than I thought. Maybe it was already here. Oh, no, the map was already here. Lovely. Look what we found in the suitcase we grabbed. A deck of cards. Okay, wonderful. Well, let's hope the RNG doesn't just decide to kill us again. Although maybe that's a sign that I should keep one anti-thug thing in the base. So what was that? Gun, axe, padlock. I don't remember the full list. I've got the gas mask, so we can head on out with that. I'm sure Ted is more than happy to risk his life. Everything is shaking. Oh, okay. So immediately, something just gets freaking broken. I want to save the gas mask so Ted can actually head on out. This game sucks, man. No one should mess with the atoms. No one. Alright, I gotta blitz through this. Ted, you're heading out there. You're gonna bring the gas mask. You're gonna bring the axe. You're going to bring a map. Nobody's messed up, are they? No, we're just slightly thirsty and stuff. Yeah, even if you're slightly thirsty, let's keep you topped up. You're heading on out into the unknown after all. Well, no, the game is just constantly being kicked in the bollocks, right? There's never this sense of, oh, good, I did this clever thing and now I'm coming out on top for it. It's just, oh, no, you randomly lose this and this and this and now you're dead. Okay, wonderful. Oh, you didn't know the outcome to this event? Oh, too bad. Who are these? A group of refugees. They're getting nothing from me. Although I don't know if they'll just steal my stuff for receiving nothing. They're not thrilled. They did not beg, they simply turned around and left. Okay, all good for them. Everyone seems okay. We can barely breathe. Okay, so an event that I can do nothing about. Lovely. Ninja is saying this is a Polish game, so can we blame them for it being so awful? We ignore other people's problems. Okay, well, it's gone now. Oh, as it predicted, all of us developed a nasty cough. Oh, you all seem fine, though. Okay, good to ignore. Everyone's doing surprisingly fine, so great. A knock on the shelter. Who could it be? Let's go and answer the door. Slavic misery. MJ doesn't look too good. Turns out it was a nice mysterious fellow in a weird suit giving us cans. Opening the hatch was risky. Awful sickness. Okay, well we know we can handle sickness if we just leave it be. Just keep her fed and hydrated and she'll be fine. Surely. I hope my hubby comes back with all the everything. Doing fine there, MJ? Oh, yeah, she looks great. Played hide and seek. We could last 10 seconds because the lights went out. I used to love playing hide and seek. Dehydrating, starving, hungry, dehydrating, just eat up. Our patience is wearing thin. We should take a look outside. A pair of animal eyes flashed in the darkness and growling at us. Point the gun at them, but what if the gun just goes kaput? Wait, why do I have a gun? I thought I gave it to my hubby for his expedition. Oh, well, point it at them anyway. Maybe it already has one in the chamber. No, you give him the axe. Okay, what? Whoa, the gun survived. Amazing. Quick shot with a rifle, scared it away or brought it down, but we didn't get anything for it. Okay. No drugs for MJ, but I'm sure she'll be fine. Hungry and not my problem. And another event that I can do nothing about. Green stuff dripping from the pipe. Oh, very good. MJ? Couldn't figure it out. We assumed the regular pipe would da-da-da-da-da. What the hell? Mary Jane went to bed, her normal self. Now she's all mutated. But she seems fine-ish. Mary Jane was rummaging through her belongings, finding a single plant seed. Maybe it's an apple tree. We need to use a bottle of water to plant it. Make it so. Hubby's back. He's hungry and tired, but otherwise doing well. Right. I gave you something else. Was it the map? It was the map. Well, we have the axe and we have a deck of cards. Oh, and the radio's for some reason fixed. Maybe we can contact the military and get out of here. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Oh, don't phrase it like that. I'm sure she'll be fine. Out of water, though. Alright, Dolores. I'm going to give you food and drink, and you're going to go out and save us. Don't know what for or how. We ran into a smelly man and torn up clothes. It's old Jimbo. Sure, let's buy a lucky rock. Old Man Jim gave us a rock. Doesn't seem to do much. Well, maybe it does cause luckier outcomes. Who knows? Otherwise, Ted is starving. Dolores is fine. Mutant is hungry. You're dying of everything. On you go. Now this time take the gas mask, the gun. I really don't want to risk the axe. But I guess I'm risking the axe. Have my wife ready for anything. We've got the padlock if the raiders come back, surely. Time to ration supplies. Dehydrated. Yep. Hungry. The daughter's getting hungry slowly. Nothing I can do. Yeah, maybe we could just send out MJ and she'd be fine, but why risk my beautiful daughter? Something's better left untouched. Ration supplies again, but nobody seems to be desperate. And I guess we're going the government route, right? We have the cards, we have the axe. I don't know what else they'll ask us for. Hopefully not the map that I've already broken. Boring voice soldier telling us to heed further instructions. Hungry. Okay, let's not let the mutants starve. Seems dangerous. And the phone call. I forget, what did the phone call do for us? Maybe we just ignore it. Grow, little plant, grow. It's way too dangerous to run around, although it was pretty annoying. Starving. Oh boy. Dehydrating. I need a lot more supplies than this. Right, a trumpet. Let the merry man enter so they can take from the rich and give to the poor. We're pretty bloody poor. Yes, please. Oh, hey, it's the Plants vs. Zombies chomper thing. So we had one of those weird people over. They were more than kind to give us a first aid kit. Nice. Wait, what happened to my first aid kit? Remember when I had one? What happened to it? Huh, oh well. Dehydrated, hungry. You didn't. What about the spider? Maybe that was another run. That was the last run. Okay, that makes sense. Hungry, starving. Another event where I can do nothing. Great. Hopefully my mutated daughter can handle this. I love these you can do nothing events. Plant? There was nothing we could do to fight the damned plant. We're lucky it didn't eat us alive, but it stole 2 of our food. So the plant just cost me 2 food and 1 water. And we get nothing for it. Okay, well, mistakes were made. Couldn't help but notice you don't have your other items there, DeLorean. Beating a kid named Ethan with a stick. Ethan's parents are furious. Disgusted behavior. World to hell. Trip. Knocked over. Okay, plus 2 food. Plus 2 water. Lost the mask. Lost the gun. Lost the axe. This is just awful. Hungry and tired and hungry. Ted, you're going to have to go out and do a much better job than your wife. In that case, maybe top up your food. Our favorite radio is stopped. There's nothing but static. All right, well... no, don't tinker. Don't tinker. No, 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 no. We know what happened last time. This game sucks. Right, technical issues, yes, everything will be fine. Tummy's rumbling, but you know, the food kind of went downhill thanks to the plant. Starvation, hunger, thirst. Alright, on you go, Ted. I don't really have items to give you out there. Maybe take some food and water just in case. I know we don't have any, but take it anyway. Take the radio? No, I need the radio. It might tell me to put the cards somewhere useful. Take the medicine. Might help you out. We'll see if we can survive long enough for you to bring back surely tons more food and water for us. Alright, off you trot. Dehydrated, hungry, dehydrated and hungry. Yeah, we're all hungry. Just eat up. It's this war of mine, but more miserable. No. See, War of Mine tried to be preaching with its misery. This game is just miserable, but without the preaching, so it's like being 1 times annoyed as opposed to 2 times annoyed. Okay, friendly soul on the radio talked about a supply pack. Oh, thank God. 2 water, 1 bit of food. Maybe that's what these kind of games do to you. They kick you in the balls so you feel like you're having fun when it gives you some random resources. But I don't. I just feel cheesed off. Alright, more. That's why we kept the radio around. What if we don't feed MG and she eats Timmy? More resources being saved. If I have only 1 child or 1 adult left, or basically if anybody dies, it becomes sudden death. Because if the other kid dies, or the other adult dies, one way or another, it's lose-lose. So I need to try and keep everyone alive here. Their ablative armor, so to speak, for the challenge. The fallout outside is mostly gone, and it's safer to travel. Well, that's just as well, because I sent my hubby out without a gas mask. Tired and hungry and hungry and hungry and... Oh, look, another event I could do nothing about. Because my axe broke. Dolores returned from the last expedition complaining of a minor foot injury. Oh, please don't. Oh, she don't look too good. Tired, hungry, thirsty, sick. Mary Jane's looking pretty good all around, though. We didn't do anything about the infected wounds. Our ancestors could survive without all that fancy medicine. Why should we listen to a doctor? Hungry, thirsty, and sick, yeah. Okay, well, eat up and drink up. Our hideout was approached by a man who wanted to be a gambler. He bet 2 bottles of water. Yeah, I need that. Please don't steal my cards. Ah, never gamble with a gambler, man. No, Ted! You took the food, you took the water, you took something, you took the medicine, and you still freaking died. This game is so awful. Alright, love to eat things, but dying. Timmy should eat something. Terrible shape. Alright, well, I gotta take care of you now, don't I? Dehydrating, hungry. Too exhausted. The wasteland is no match for Mary Jane is something I'm gonna have to agree with. We're gonna send MJ out there. So we're gonna take care of her food needs. Military's transmitting again. They need us to... yeah, he took the briefcase as well. We lost 2 briefcases full of items just because the game wants to crap all over you here. There goes the plane. Signal has to wait. They don't even know how much flash batteries cost. Well, I don't have a light. Sick and fatigued. I'm sure you'll get better. Little Tim Tim is starving. Alright, Mary Jane, you can't take items anymore, but surely you can just go out there and go on a rampage. Well, the redheads are left. And, you know, they could repopulate the Earth. Well, they're gonna have to at this rate. Ring, ring. The telephone is again. What if I just ignore it again? Last life? Yeah, there'll be last life rule. Although I don't want to keep playing this game, I should probably try my best to win. Sick, fatigued, thirsty. Well, you know, thirst we can deal with, so just go and slake your thirst. Somehow that map is not considered usable enough, so we cannot do whatever this is. The galloping medieval fair horse. This game's decision to just break all of my items early on is really, really screwing this run. Alright, laughter, guests took offense, they ran away, and sick, fatigued, and hungry. I don't have enough food for the trader either. Of course not, I don't even have food for myself. Well, dropping it means a punishment game, Resty. I'd rather not get the punishment game. At this rate, I'm getting both, though. Never buy anything sight unseen. We're not about to start now. Yard sales are gone. Hungry and starving. Well, there's the last of the food gone. And another event that I could do nothing about. Okay, great. Where's the fun in this game? I must have missed it at some point. Well, there's no food to give you, whether you starve or not. The best I can do is deal with your thirst. I might need those cards. Even if I'm starving. Well, whatever. Maybe we can eke out some kind of last-minute deal here. And who knows, my daughter might return with all sorts from the wasteland. Otherwise, you're gonna starve to death, right? Fatigued and hungry? Yeah, well, we just got this stuff, eat it up. Another event that I can do nothing about. What did someone say? 95% positive reviews on this game. Hey, look who's back! It's my beloved daughter. She says, and gives me a meta pack, and food, and 2 water. Okay, thank you. All right, so you are the one that does the runs on the surface now, Mary Jane. Let's make sure MJ is kept super ready for more runs up there. Sick, fatigued, and hungry. I want you to not be dying on me. The wasteland is no match for Mary Jane. A harmonica for medicine. We know the harmonica can deal with raiders, but then surely my padlock can as well. It's just that medicine's my get-out-of-jail-free card if DeLorean gets an injury. Yeah, nah. Besides, maybe Mary Jane can take care of any raiders. Mary Jane is quite hungry. I wonder if that ever changes. Maybe she's fine. Sick, fatigued, and thirsty. Fatigued and thirsty. You can't take items, but you can sure as hell get out there and give us the goods, MJ. As usual, positive Steam reviews means it worked and there was no social media outrage. Still clinging on to the edge when it comes to food here, though. Another event that I can do nothing about! Wonderful! This game sucks. How much more kitted out could Ted have been for going out there? And he still just dies. Alright, signal us to wait because we have no torch. Sick, fatigued, hungry, fatigued. And another event that I can do nothing in. Alright, but gotta... Wait, is she turning into a zombie? No, she's gone crazy. Okay, crazy doesn't mean sick. Delore no longer talks to us. Earth to Dolores, can you hear me? No, she cannot. Sick, fatigued, hungry, thirsty. I'll just force feed her. Little Tim can take care of Mummy. The phone call is still going, right? I guess this event's just going to keep happening unless we answer it, right? On you go, Dolores. You're crazy enough to deal with that. Why not give her the medicine? So sickness appears to cure itself over time. Injuries kill you over time. So I'm saving this if I get an injury on DeLorean. Because we need an adult to survive. Answer the phone, sigh of relief. Timmy is a thirsty boy. Sick, fatigued, and crazy. Yeah, nothing much I can do about that. Insects. Alright. If I eat the medicine, we no longer see the spiders and we're all good, right? Yeah, and it doesn't use up the medicine kit, which is the big deal here. I hate the fact that you just have to know the events' outcomes. What's the point in having them? What's the point in random events in general? Dehydrated, hungry, and sick, fatigued, and crazy. We're going to need our daughter back about now. Mutated ants, terrifying little mandibles. Timmy says it's the beginning of an atomic ant farm. One of them has to have it their way, but who? I could throw little Timmy out. It's a little risky given the situation we have with our daughter. But I think the only opportunity for survival here is matriarchy. Oh wait, one of them has it their way, but who? I don't know if this is chucking them out or not. I'm gonna have it the adult's way. Wait, what? Something strange has happened. On the topic of the atomic ant farm, Dolores puts her foot down several times, swatted and stomped. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the surface with a checkerboard thing and some water. Not great, but she's always hungry, which is funny. She seems to have taken care of the situation a bit. Let's try and keep Mummy alive. Dehydrated and hungry. Okay, well, food is now a foreign concept. Try to keep track of the dates, they don't add up. Timmy remembered his birthday today, we should get him a present. Well, his checkerboard's not doing much. And he seems to have lost his marbles, so maybe this will bring him back from the brink. Oh, it did? Cool. We're taking cover in the shelter, barely time to grab anything, so the checkers set is missing half its pieces. Wait, I thought that was a birthday gift. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Oh no, the mutant is starving. I hope he eats Timmy then. Ah, no, you're gonna go outside, that's fine. She might not come back. We're not able to progress any of the ways to victory because... Oh, you need this item, and you don't have it, and we're not giving it to you. Freaking game. We're still very, very hungry. Dolores is still sick. Ah, raiders are here. Well, that's why I took the padlock. But I think the implication is that they will come back. We need to think of other ways to fight off the band. We'll just think of a solution, will we? Well, at least water is something that we do have. Being safe down here is better than being pulverized out there. I don't know about that. How you doing there, DeLorean? Feeling good? She's looking great. Can't just sit around while Dolores is so sick. She's giving into the madness. Isn't she just sick, fatigued, and crazy? Fatigued and hungry? Well, I have no food, so too bad. Timmy's not doing great. Let's cheer him up. Maybe he can turn into a can of soup. Word of advice, crazy talk in a tiny atomic shelter may actually turn others insane. Dolores still isn't in full control of her mind. Well, hungry, diseased, hungry, crazy, there's no food, and another event that I can do nothing about. Maybe she can mutate like our daughter and then we just have mutant family. It doesn't look like you brought back food for us. Even more water. And nothing. What's the intended gameplay loop here? Just keep rolling a dice. The shelter isn't big enough. Someone has to leave and make their own luck out there. Bye, Timmy. You're a true scout. We're sad to see you go, but yeah, whatever. Starving and crazy, fatigued, hungry, disease. Well, maybe water can slake your hunger, because it's all we got. On you go, my hard carry. Keep learning event. Oh yeah, all those events that give me no options. Dolores needs a doctor, or at least pills. Now or never. Okay, well, if you insisted it's now or never. But I can't do much about the no food situation. Young woman, a mission, okay. But isn't Dolores just going to get injured and... Well, whatever. Like the game says, it's now or never. That woman quickly called a group. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. She's going on the brink of insanity. Well, what am I meant to do? I got nothing. Grandparents don't buy anything unseen. The game's just giving me nothing, so what am I to do? Maybe some shred of information on how to eat is on the radio? Static, transmission, saucers, Mars, musing. If she does not eat tonight, she will not last. And what do I feed her with? Game's giving me no food for 2 weeks. Oh, great! The die event is back. Oh, hang on. We were surprised as bandits when Mary Jane launched herself to wars and dealt with the scumbags. Using methods best described as brute force. Well, I hope you brought food for me. Clinging on in there. Alright. Come on, eat up. Fatigued, starved, deranged, sick, hungry. Yeah, well, you're always hungry. I need to keep sending Mary Jane the carry out there. And another event that I can do nothing about. Wonderful. Maybe the game just gives you a break if you survive 60 days. That'd be nice. So, no photos, no news. The world is cruel. Starving still. Sick. Thirsty. Starving. Well, that doesn't matter. You're heading out to the wasteland. I hope this sickness clears itself up, because you might notice that the first aid kit is depleted. Yes, the brink of sanity, deranged, sick, hungry, fatigued. We could use some extra supplies. Go on a supply run, tank. Yeah, there's no hope here. Just go and get it. The bullets! And even more water! That was water we've got. Deranged, sick, hungry. The best I can do is handle your hunger. The bandits are back. Alright, well, let's just lock them away. At least I get an achievement for that, defeating the bandits 3 times in a row. Well, thirst we can deal with. Another event! Okay, please explain to me how I'm meant to proceed here. I've done everything I can to get a flashlight. I don't get a flashlight, and nothing. This game is freaking awful. Okay, signal has to wait. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. deranged, sick, hungry, no food, and oh boy, an event. Last time we used the ammo, we just got nothing for it, so maybe we just make do with stinking bad. My daughter's gonna have to come back soon, preferably with some medicine. Suspicious looking stains cover part of the page. Suspicious. Sick, hungry. Another event that I can do nothing about. The siblings are back. Yeah, I can't help them. DeLorean is certainly powering through. To think I just healed her and she got sick immediately again seems pretty grim. Yeah, the only thing I can deal with is your thirst. Oh, okay, my daughter might come back. They promised us a painful death at least 17 times already. It's only been 5 minutes since they arrived. Better prepare. Hopefully my daughter comes back, we kill them, and we get a special ending that only happens if you keep murdering raiders. Because once again, I can't do bugger all. Okay, finally put out of my misery. And my daughter was out there for a suspiciously long time as well. A weekly one-shot game that's also a punishment game. How innovative. Not sure we perished that badly. We still got out. Alright, looks like we have time for one final run. Win lobbyists channel with all of your might here. I need the randomness to go my way. Right, so maybe if we want to go with the military route, we need an axe, a set of cards. Oh, there's the axe. Oh, we need the radio, of course. Is that a set of cards on the bed there? It is a set of cards. All right, grab that water as well. I'm gonna want that axe. No, that's not the right way. Seconds are very important here. Give me that axe. Give me that first aid kit. Please give me that first aid kit. All right. My trouble and strife. Maybe a map. Maps are good. Don't think I didn't see that gun. My heavy-set daughter is coming with me. And what is that? Oh, a gas mask. That could be handy. Come on, my highly autistic son. Supplies, please. Food, food, water, food. Get me out of here. Yeah, I wanted the briefcase, but there was no time. Okay, maybe there's already a briefcase down here. You seem to get one random item to start with. I didn't get the torch, but I didn't see the torch. Okay, well, let's hope we don't get the event where we need to flag down the plane with a torch. The scout book is here. Oh, great. So, can't wait for that event that immediately destroys some of our stuff, like we got last time. Alright, luck be upon us. You're gonna have to be more specific. Okay. We have the gas mask, so we're heading on out there with one of the adults tomorrow. And we're going to enjoy reading the Scout Handbook, which has photos of old Uncle Terry. Now, what does this even do? Does that actually make us happier or something? Alright, man of the house is heading on out there with the gas mask on. Maybe he would do better if he wasn't thirsty. Everybody's thirsty. But I think we found that waiting until you're on the brink of death, it maybe isn't the right play. I'm unsure entirely, but let's drink up. Alright, plenty of items to deal with the events that come our way. Although... that's only how it feels, right? We've got ourselves our very own Fallout garden. Mushrooms are growing on the walls. Alright, eat them up. Eating is good. Didn't make anybody sick. That's a good start. And now we're glowing in the dark. Wonderful. That stops everybody needing food. In fact, needs are the least of our concerns. We started to smell something burning. Oh, great. A fire's going to burn down my supplies. I hate this stupid freaking game. Okay, well, bye-bye scout book and bye-bye my, my medicine. Rubbish. Rubbish. Okay, goodbye medicine, goodbye scout book. And everybody is thirsty again. Oh, sure, drink up. New smell attacks our noses. Something in the wall, terrible stench. On you go. It's like Death Road to Canada if Death Road to Canada was only the events. And some of the events in Death Road to Canada are horrible. Remember the raiders that will either hurt everybody for 2 damage and your health point is 3 damage, or they take literally everything you have. And that can trigger right at the end of the game where you need all of your all your items. So it's a good thing that Death Road to Canada wasn't just those events. Oh, I love Death Road to Canada, says Ali. Yeah. There's a reason I don't play it anymore. Will Death Road to Canada ever come back? No, that's not likely. They're working on a new game called Dinguses in Space. Could use a little food. Well, too bad. Oh, look, another event I can do nothing about. Because it burned down my other stuff. Ah, Daddy's back. Looks like he brought a lot of soup. Well, he brought 1 soup, 2 water. That's not too bad, but he broke the gas mask. The cards are still alive and the axe is still alive, so there's a minute chance that we can still get the military to save our asses. Go and eat up. You got the stuff, so you deserve it. Hungry and thirsty, and just thirsty. And I'm going to send DeLorean out tomorrow. She's confident she'll survive. That's good. We check the nails holding the wall firmly in place. Poltergeists. There's a safe. All right, well, definitely open it up. Despite the skull and crossbones there. Not booby-trapped. Good. And it found, big sums of money, gold bars, nothing of the sort. We found 1 bit of water. Fascinating. Hungry, thirsty, tired. DeLorean's ready to head on out there. Alright, on you go. There's no gas mask anymore. I really don't want you to break the axe, so take the gun. Please don't break the gun either. Are we sure there is a good ending? I think we're meant to do one of the side things, like the Men in Black, the military, the nice raider people, or just finding a car and getting out of here. But it all seems to rely on random events that will trigger randomly and require items that you may or may not have. And even if you have them, they might break. We had a run where everything wanted our axe broke, we got a new one, it broke again, and then there was bugger all we could do. Alright, what's happening on the radio? If you can't tell, I'm deeply unhappy with this game. If we can call it that. Oh, there's the photo of Uncle Ted. Or Uncle someone or other. Right, the government's coming to save us, so let's hope that we can get the military solution here. If they ask me to flag down the plane, though, we can't do it because we have no torch. Unless, of course, Mummy finds it. Hungry and thirsty, hungry and thirsty, hungry. Alright, take care of everybody. Some relaxing game. Please don't break this. We might need it for the military event. Thirsty, but otherwise everyone's okay. Phone call so soon? Yeah, just go and deal with it. That event just seems to keep coming back, even if you ignore it. And who knows, maybe we do end up going with the survivors, depending on what they want. Ted's got a foot in the grave. He doesn't have a drink. Don't dehydrate on me, that is not water. The kids are fine. Ah, my favorite. An event I can do nothing about. What was the outcome of that event, anyway? Not to our liking. We screamed in terror and left. Oh, okay. False event. Hungry, thirsty, hungry. I'll leave that be for now. And a friendly face of an American soldier. Oh, yeah, please, fast track me to the end. The opening hatch was risky. It gave us some awful sickness. Okay, but what about the nice soldier? Nothing? Okay, great. Hungry, dehydrated, hungry, sick. Frankly, I don't think Timmy's long for the world. Maybe we should just sacrifice him. Yeah, I mean, we gotta go through desperate measures here. Let's just let him fall. A weird signal. There's a voice. It's probably the Canadians again, right? Maybe we should ignore it, right? Every time it's been a Canadian that does nothing for us, so this time we'll just ignore it. You're not looking too well there, Trouble and Strife. Unintelligible. Dolores is back. Metro station. Somewhere using bullets as currency. 2 food and a bug spray. Please don't break the gun. You broke the gun. And you got me a suitcase. Okay. Fascinating. I just let those 2 die. It's daddy-daughter time. We will survive. Maintain the legacy. Ted is happy to go out and risk his life. Good, I'll take good care of him. And then maybe we'll find out what we can do for the military. Again, please don't ask me to use the torch, because we don't have one. The fallout is gone, so it's free or safer to explore now. Timmy's insane. He opened the shelter door and ran away. Bye, Timmy. It's always better when things are calm, but Mary Jane is nice and calm. Yeah, I think it's time to refine our team down to Ted and Mary Jane. It's the right thing to do. I don't want you to be hungry for your expedition. And we're just betting all on you, so you're going out there with the... don't break the axe. Take the map. Take the bug spray, and... I've got rather a lot of soup, so take some soup with you. Luck be upon you, Daddy. Maybe you can roll Mutie Jane again. She seems overpowered. Yeah, she seemed pretty low maintenance. Dolores has barely any strength left. What a pity. How are you doing, daughter? Drink up. We're pretty sure Mary Jane had her birthday 2 weeks ago. Please don't take the cards. Just play with the cards. Because I might need those for the military event. Okay, it doesn't look like she took them. She just had a good time. Yay! She did card readings with divination. Alright, well, as long as they didn't go away. Let's not let her get too hungry. We know what happened last time. She had a tiny scratch on her leg. Oh, well. well. I hope this doesn't break the axe. The items just seem to break like they're made of twiglets. I sure don't see an axe anymore. Oh, come on. If there's one thing we would never consider, it would be cutting off any part of Doloran with an axe. Not only would she object, she'd probably take matters and the axe into her own hands. It was in our best interest to avoid such a situation. We did use the heated axe blade to clean her wounds. Wasn't pretty, and she's dead anyway. So we lost the axe for nothing. Life's pretty bad. We're going to need that axe. Oh, but we do get the card thing for the military. Maybe the military doesn't always ask you to cut down trees, though, so let's hold out hope for a way forward. Yeah, the quick restart for last life is an option, but let's go this way. Take a nice drink. Can't do either of these trades. You were planning on letting her die? Why even try the axe? Because I didn't know the outcome. The outcome might have been good, like we take the leg and we eat it. Desperate attempts, yeah, too bad. No longer thirsty. I am not helping you infiltrate a bandit camp. Alright, we are on the last life rule. When and if this run ends, that is complete failure. Alright, let's enjoy a broadcast or two. If Daddy doesn't come back, by the way, that's just game over. But I heard that door go. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. What do you mean? They're just... And Ted lost 2 of the items I sent him out with. Okay, great. Radio's dead. That's dead. Can't hear from the military, who are my ticket out of here anymore. You lost the food, and then you gained the food. Ah, torch, but we don't need it. Also, the map. I thought we already destroyed the map, but okay. Life is bad. Hungry and tired. Thirsty. Ted is too weak. Mary Jane, you're going to have to chance it out there. We need something. Expedition news of a vehicle. It's a bandit trap. You know what? I've never tried it, so let's not try it now. Briefcase seems to exist so you can lose more items on expedition. Tell me about it. Rumbly tumbly. Hungry. Thirsty. Tired. Fatigued. You're just fatigued. So if you're fatigued, I certainly don't want to send you out there. You'll just die. We're just gonna leave Dolores' corpse down there. She's a bit close to the soup cans. Hungry, tired, fatigued. But the wasteland is no match for Mary Jane. Alright, maybe we can make something of it. Mary Jane's been awfully silent. Maybe we should talk to her. We're not insane, so yeah, let's have a chat. I feel like the insane chat caused bad things. Seasoning the bone broth. Nothing solves problems quite like an honest conversation and a hot beverage. We don't have the latter, but talking seems to do the trick. Fatigued and thirsty. Alright, Mary Jane, you have got to manage the outdoors on your own. So I better leave you well kitted for it. We probably don't need the torch, so go and use that. Take the bug spray with you. If I get attacked by bandits, what can I do? I can hope that I don't get attacked by bandits. I have quite a lot of food. Chance yourself with some food. Might keep you alive. Maybe I can point my broken gun at them. He's a thirsty man. Ah, merry men taken for the rich. Well, we're pretty poor. Yeah, sure. Come on in. Maybe they have what we need to proceed. Like an axe. An axe would be useful. Anti-raider and... Didn't I have more stuff before they came? Oh! They brought me a radio from the 1%. We might still be able to make it to the military. Await further instructions from the military. Yes, I will. fatigued and hungry. Well, food we have. Sleazy looking trader with a scruffy bag. We are not doing this because we don't have the medicine to offset any damage that we take. So, no deal. Was it damage that we took? Well, whatever. We're invested in the military here. Pooping and praying is our only way forward. No longer hungry, just fatigued, and... Oh, come on. We keep dreaming about the day our brave American soldiers show up to rescue us from this mess. The radio says that we need to walk to the nearest hill and emit a loud sound with a harmonica. Have we ever seen a way to get a harmonica that we can actually do? We can trade, I think, bullets for one, but we don't have bullets either. So we better hope that our daughter found a harmonica out there. This is just poop and pray the game. Dad needs water to survive. Sure. How desperate am I for food? Not very. So I'm not taking that trade. Danger zone event. Break or use everything possible in your shelter. Well, the fire claimed a bunch of it. My daughter doesn't look very good. Maybe she'll mutate. Happened before. It could happen again. She brings us a gun. The head librarian was a shy and quiet local girl with a deep passion for firearms. Finding a loaded rifle in her tail wasn't a big surprise. Suitcase is gone. The torch is gone. The bug spray is gone. Wait, you lost everything. This game is awful. Ted, you're gonna have to risk it for the biscuit out there. A young man paid us a visit. Story about a twin sister. Yeah, I'm not helping you. She better transform into my savior right now. Fatigued, hungry, tired, sick. I know it. At least I can deal with your hunger. Ted, you're heading out, armed with, I suppose, the gun, but if the raiders come, I just die, right? But the gun is probably a good thing to take outside now. We need to have anti-death options. So take some food and best of luck to you. Yeah, what you need the flashlight now. I hope MJ knows how to use that gun. An event for ammunition, which we don't have. So our daughter sounding real good out there. An armed person who murders things for a living, that's not us. Hungry, thirsty, fatigued, tired, sick. A lot of noises. There's a zoo. Alright, well, out you go there. Okay, grabbing some food is a good sign. Not hungry, not thirsty, but still dying horribly. Okay. Well, we've got the gun for a reason, right? Pew? Okay, don't break the gun. She didn't break the gun. Astonishing. Best way to be sure no one jumps was to bash the door open and start firing. When it was gone, we assessed the room was empty. Okay. I love these stupid events. And that is why I didn't give the gun away. Alright. Probably gonna break the gun, but at least the raiders aren't coming in. Come on. We're able to fight off the bandits. There's no guarantee they won't come back. Trusty old rifle is now a heap of junk. MJ is dying. She is thirsty, hungry, sick. Yeah, we know that. 4 water for the radio. That's not happening. We need that radio. We do also need water, though. But we need that radio. problem is we also need a harmonica, and I don't know how we're meant to get a harmonica. Well, Daddy might come back with a harmonica. Anything's possible. A group of doctors were here. Sure. I might not have any water, but here you go. Oh, well, that's game bloody over. Ted is gone. Well, that was awful. Just awful. This could have been the punishment game. Somebody puts this forward, it's still absolute misery. It's just random event, random event, random event. Most of them are just kicks to the bollocks. You really don't have much agency here. I guess the most agency you can have is knowing the outcome to every event and just trying your best to be able to fulfill most of them. This is just awful. Just absolutely awful. As per the original rules, you won, yeah, but we decided to overrule them, and I'm not going to overrule the overruling. God, that was bad. To be fair, we don't know the real stipulate. No. I'm pretty sure they just made the mistake there. Otherwise, it's not a real 3-hour run. For those that weren't around at the start, the original submission was that we had to complete the game on scavenge mode. Well, let's show you scavenge mode. Can the original 60 seconds be the punishment list? Yeah, no. Absolutely not. So here's scavenge mode. This is really clunky, by the way. You pause for ages to do that little animation to pick something up. And there's this very slow acceleration to get your character moving. Is there anything to enjoy about this game? It's really freaking bad. I was always curious if you could go outside. No, you cannot. Okay, I'm glad I never wasted my time trying that out. Oh, Arios is in chat, and they say, my bad, I give you bad instructions. So to be clear, you did intend it to be done on Apocalypse mode, right? Because your original stipulation was this mode, and in about 10 seconds, you're going to see how that goes. Look at that, a survival victory, like we were told to get. But no, obviously that was not what we were being told to do. Okay. But of course the stream doesn't end there, because we have two very important things to do. The first one, before people start heckling me for it, is to do the payout. Choose outcome, weekly one-shot 336. Is it win or lose? It is lose. We were unable to complete this RNG-fest. And I'm not even sure how far we got. It was unclear just how many of those conditions it wanted us to fulfill. Anyway, we lose. Enjoy your 4 million ill-gotten gains, lose lobby. And of course, there's no point paying the cash out if we don't see who is winning it here. But where is it? Where indeed is it? Is it under my predictions here? That looks a lot like it. So well done, Lose Lobby. Including Viamph and Silver Legacy and GPIC and Red7SK1, who all put in the full 250,000, getting more than 2-to-1 back on that. Then there's Element User, Ninja Bear, Wanna Be Your Name. Wanna Be Yes Name? What does it mean? Poland, Zingus, and Lizard. Ugh. Ill-gotten gains for his ill bunch. Coming from the, let's say, moral high ground win lobby, including Attlewin, Pandy, Trust, Ninjin. We shouldn't even name them, right? Unfortunately, they are the losers today. But again, 4,250,000 and another 4,250,000. Redistribution of wealth. Unfortunately, the one thing that has to be redistributed is punishment games into my face. So let me go and grab my Wheel of Names from wheelofnames.com. And then I'm going to go make sure that my punishment game list is up to date. Divine Supremacy has already been rolled, but I can't be bothered to cut it out of the middle here, so I'm just going to slot it in. We will get rid of the prediction. We will bring, hopefully, the wheel. That looks a lot like the wheel, and we're going to random it up. So if you're somehow new to the channel, or new to the weekly one-shot that we have around here, whenever I fail a challenge, or if I just duck out of one of my long plays, because I've been doing too much of that lately, I have to roll a punishment game. Subscribers and other supporters of the channel have submitted some god-awful games, and I have to give them a shake for at least a couple of hours. Generally not more than that, and on a rare occasion less than it. What do we have here? We've got 420 Blaze at the Game, Netstorm Island, Peg, Yandere Simulator, Battle Master. Well, round it goes, whatever it lands on. That's what we're doing. It's not Tiny Echo. It's not that Netstorm Island. Is it Christmas Stories? It's not. It is Teleglitch, Die More Edition. Wasn't this game published by Paradox? I've seen this game played. I think somebody played it for one of our marathons around here. It looked pretty bad. But they said it was pretty good, so I guess we're going to be finding out before too long when we run our punishment game. Anyway, that won't be now. What happens now is, well, I don't know, but I'm pretty hungry, so I think I'll go and get some food. And I will be back next week, starting on Wednesday. I've got some Dominions at the ready. I want to get back into playing some Dominions. I could even go for some more David Cage gameplay, and who knows, there might even be some more Resident Evil Terror, if I can get the old team back together. That is for me to decide and put into my schedule, but until I do that, it's a cheers and a cheerio.